Hello, everyone. My name is. Oh, I can hear myself on Twitch. There we go. My name is Justine. I will be your dungeon master, your friend, and these guys' worst nightmare as we play The Curse of Strahd. This is our second session after a very, very long break from our first session. Kind of feels like it was a session zero, but the anticipation was killing everyone.
I named
So
this one
we're
session number one because I renamed the other one to zero.
Lovely. Well, hey, it's summer and lives are busy, but D&D is an amazing place to be creative and have fun and be our silly selves. So, with that, we want to talk about who we are. We are the D&D Play 20 group. We're amateur streamers, decent D&D players, and amazing folks who want to come hang out with you, who are also amazing folks. So you can head on down to the Discord. Peter's gonna put that there. Can you tell I had a long day? But I'm ready. I'm excited. I've been thinking about this for a week. But yeah, and as always, shout out to Peter for the amazing new overlay, not layover. Woo, Pete! And with that, let's go ahead and introduce our amazing cast, starting with the ever wonderful Mariana.
Hi, my name is Mariana, or Vagabundo, or Cake by DM, however you know me as. Today, I will be playing Leandra von Tetten, a very clearly vampire-ish cleric.
All right.
So I hope you enjoy. I'm not going to reveal any more because not much is known yet. People think she's crazy, and they might not be wrong.
Oh, she's crazy.
Do I pass it to someone, or does the DM pass it to someone?
You pass it. It's like popcorn.
I will pass it on to Peter.
Why did I know that was coming? Okay, hello everybody. I am Peter. I am playing Cole Obsidian, and I am a dwarf cleric. Perfectly normal. No complaints whatsoever. Everybody loves me. And I will pass it to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Stephanie.
Hey, I'm Steph. I play Lusa Menrabor, the rogue drow. I'm not a rogue. I was thinking drow and looking at Mario in his hood. I'm playing the drow ranger. Yeah, and I will pass it to Belvedere.
Good evening, all. Belvedere here. You may know me from sitting right here. Today, I play Adabon, possibly a Dragonborn, possibly a Bloodhunter. One thing is for sure, he is a very old gizzard. Take it away, Theodore the Tugboat.
The tugboat? Chugga
He's
chugga?
a
Is that
tugboat
what
and
a
a friendly
tugboat
tugboat too. Oh, Theodore.
So I'm playing Theodore Fox, and I'm Fox. It's crazy. And he is a human bard. And I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a month, so who knows what else he can do. And we'll pass it on over to Raza.
He plays better with his mom. That's all I know.
Yeah. He's an Oedipus complex. What can I say?
Hi, I'm Raza. I play the inquisitive and knowledgeable Lance Steele, wizard, scholar of the scribes. Book. I think I forgot my subclass. 1 second.
It is.
I got it right, didn't I? I second guessed myself. Yes, that. Yes, it's Order of the Scribes. There you go. Yes. Again, not a lot to know about him yet, but if he survives his encounter with the Countess, who knows? You might get to know him a little bit better, apart from being annoyingly friendly.
I like
And
him.
I will pass it on to Norbert.
G'day everyone, I'm Mario. I play Norbert Strizzleswats, the friendliest, most outgoing and drow-loving member of the party, of course, who happens to be a rogue.
I didn't know we were lying today.
Apparently.
We've been
Alright.
lying ever since Cole's introduction. So
That's
And I don't need to pass it on to anyone because I was the last, wasn't I?
correct.
Excellent.
Yes.
Cool. With that, take a minute. Wait. Can you guys hear my Alexa?
no.
Okay,
No.
cool.
No.
Sorry. Take a minute. Close your eyes. Get set in the mists of Barovia, a valley of darkness. The last we met our adventurers, they had woken up from seemingly different circumstances and came together. Slowly, one by one, introductions were made that seemed almost like they had a role to play in a story that had not yet begun. With the sound of wind blowing, crickets chirping, and wolves howling in the distance, they decided to create a small alliance to figure out where they were, why they were there, and to get to where they needed to go. Some had received a letter, some words from a duchess, and some stories from a traveling group. But they needed to make it to the village of Barovia by sunrise. As they looked up at the sky, the moon was halfway through, but one of them, Leandra the Dampier, had magic that didn't seem right. And she knew and told the group that this was an illusion and that they were actually quite near dawn. They moved forward, the wolves nipping at their heels, while Elusa, this wonderful drow, went forward and was instantly snatched upon the mist illusion. She saw spiders crawling up her arm, while the rest saw serpents weaving through. And as they loosened bows, daggers, and words of anger, they realized the mist was deceiving them, and they were actually being turned against each other. But there was one thing that parted through the mist: a light, and the small form of a ghost child calling to them while also being afraid. And they worked together, and Theodore, with a swish of his beautiful cloak, was able to come up with the riddle that the girl was speaking over and over. And the key to that clue was Barovia, the place that they had now come. Getting deeper into the woods, tensions were high. Norbit didn't really like that Elusa was there. Elusa didn't really like to be there. And Lance Steele was simply writing down everything, while Adabon was the utmost gentleman. And Cole had shit on his face. And then as they all walked down through the mist, they went to a pass, the giant cliff, and the woods on one side. And there was wolves, teeth bared, hackles raised, fur bristling. They saw the mist in between the paws and legs. And as they took slashes, tried their best, worked as a group for the first time, understanding each other's magic mechanisms, they realized they were not ordinary folk that were put there. All of them seemed to have different gifts and abilities that made them stand out from of the rest. And as the large direwolf who had been injured by Adabon climbed up to the top, it transformed into a beautiful woman. And that is where we will begin our second session. If you go to your Roll20, you will see a map / not a map, it's more of a thing, a feeling, a tone, would one say, to help your imaginations. So this large cliff-like structure kind of goes up, and the figure upon it has a black hood draped over their head, and they're kind of hovering slightly above the ground, and they flip it back. And you're going to want to be pretty zoomed out for this on on Roll20, because I used like a round. Oh no, internet, please don't do this. I just built them up. Don't you let them down. Hey, meanwhile, while this is loading, you can make us do stuff if you look on the Twitch points and stuff. Peter, why don't you tell them about that? Because my
Because
computer's
I'm
going low.
being distracted by some viewer named Jen.
Okay.
What-
One of you, tell them about that.
About what?
What you can do with your Twitch points when you
Oh,
watch.
oh, hey everybody! If you haven't followed us, please do, because we're awesome and you're more awesome, and we want to be friends with you, and we want to chat with you in our live chat. And that means in order for you to chat, you have to follow us. But get this, that's not all. If you follow us and watch us live, you earn what we call Pantheon points. You become a member of our Pantheon and you start earning those points when you watch us live, and you can spend those points by clicking that little blue shield on the bottom left of the Twitch chat. And that's where you find your balance and all the cool things you can get from me. Thank you.
Love it.
Peter, you were muted. I think you have to say it again.
Nice try.
It was a really good try.
Yeah. I actually double checked for a second.
I did too. I went whoop on Twitch. Okay, well, this isn't working, and that's a bummer. Roll20 doesn't like me today.
If you need
Is
more
someone
time, I
else-
can talk
is
more.
Is someone else in the GM mode?
Peter.
Why does everybody think it's me? I
'Cause
don't
you're the
have
only
the
one
ability.
who has access.
No, I don't. You turned it off.
Oh, right, it's just tech.
Oh,
Well, all right.
He's just
tech is.
So we're not looking at this black-hooded figure
You
that's
are.
on
I just have to
Twitch?
move stuff. Okay, so that is what you see. So as the hood comes back, you see this beautiful woman with completely done up red eyes, black hair, and the finest of clothes. And she says, well, well, well. What do we have here? Yes.
Just to clarify, didn't Theodore stab her in the throat after I did? It's his fault if she's angry. Wasn't it a crit?
I think I cast a spell to make her run away.
Why
I
am
don't
I looking at a
remember-
woman's breasts?
I don't remember stabbing her.
The question always is, why would you not be?
It's a personal question that we should take off Twitch.
Maybe if you close some of your
You gotta,
tabs,
you gotta
Peter.
zoom out. You gotta zoom out, Peter, on the map. Zoom it out.
all the way out.
Oh no!
That's all you need to know about Lady Strahd. It's just right here.
The cleavage.
That's it.
Well, this will
Okay.
come up in the after
Yes,
show.
there are things that you did do to her in direwolf state, but as you look, she seems fine.
So are the wolves still attacking us at the same time?
No, they're slowly Well, you killed most of them.
I think there was one still at least in front of me.
Yeah, just slowly circling. Now it's right off about giving you a 15 minute
Opportunity attack.
But perimeter.
Well, are we gonna? She was a wolf. She was attacking us. Why don't we kill her like this?
Hey, Norbit, can you roll a D100 for me?
Uh-oh, goodbye.
Mario, it was nice meeting you.
79.
There's a 79% chance you auto die.
Oh, that's really 10 too much. It really should have been 69. Shame on me.
Yeah, missed out. Shame.
All right, let's see what the results are of that.
Uh-oh.
For the next hour, you lose proficiency in all skill rolls.
Oh, slam! You just got pwned.
So you
How
see
does that-
all.
How does
Oh,
that work with expertise? Do I just go down to proficient in those, or I lose that too?
you lose that
Lose
too.
all proficiency.
No, sorry, you don't lose that too. So you just go down from whatever your total number is.
Okay.
So you all remember this all happened very fast. You had seen Norbit try to do something quickly, but he had failed. AKA he rolled a natural one. And now as he looks up and says, we should just kill her, you see there's like a weird, almost like it's a bouncy ball over his skin of like this black magic. And then all of a sudden he just kind of looks a little bit tired. And yes, for the next hour, you will roll, or sorry, for the next hour, you will roll a d4. Sorry, I said it wrong. You will lose 1d4 on any skill check you do.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh. That's much better than all
Yeah.
proficiency.
Sorry, I read it wrong. So,
it's a
hey,
thing.
it's only my first button.
Yeah.
And so, yes,
Anti-guidance. I guess.
she looks at you and kind of cocks her head.
Looks at who?
Norbit.
Norbit, yeah.
Did you do this to me? No, I can't pretend you did. I've seen this before. Well, what is it you want, pretty thing?
Blood?
Yeah.
Andra looks at Norbit, shakes her head, and does a deep bow. My lady.
She stares at Norbit, though. I want
Ignores her.
blood.
She's not-
Lance.
I want passion. I
Sorry.
want
Lance is
bravery.
just. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
You're not.
Go
you're
ahead.
not my lady. You were trying to kill us a minute ago.
Go ahead, Lance.
Oh no, Lance is just could he insight check as he's like documenting this mysterious noble woman just coming out of the fog?
Yep.
And see how like what her reaction to is to Leandra and to Norbert.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible. Never mind. Carry on.
I want to know what it was. Something bad might happen to you.
Something bad. Awesome.
What was it?
It was. Let's go check my insight. Oh, great! It was a 5.
Cool. Yes,
What do
you
I get for calling
don't know anything.
I thought so. Carry on.
Yeah, she's just staring intensely at Norbit. She kind of puts an elegant finger with a ring up at Leandra and says, to answer your question, I want blood, passion, bravery. I want to know the things that make you worth being alive in my realm. For that is where you are. Perhaps I will see you soon, but until then, tu te abrazo deste.
Adamon will pull out the letter from his vest coat and hold it up. I believe some of us were invited here.
She looks at you, makes sharp eye contact, and you feel kind of a shiver run down your scales. And it starts just almost like that old game where you'd like crack an egg on your head, sort of a thing. You feel the tingle down the base of your skull, all the way down to your back. And as you feel it, Adabon, had you taken any damage against the wolves?
I did, but it was healed.
Okay. Yeah, you feel just this tingle of warmth. She looks at all of you and says, this is indeed an interesting bunch my servants put here. She kind of puts her hands out and says, I will see you soon.
I lied. I'm
And
still down 2 HP.
when she looked at you, you would have healed. And then she kind of puts her hands together and just says, I will see you soon. And the mist sort of swarms forward around her. And she disappears, and the mist seems to almost fall dramatically, almost like it's become rain, but it still looks like mist, and kind of at the base of this cliff, and there's a giant chest sitting there.
I mean, I've known some drama queens in my life, but this one takes the cake.
I do wish that people would be more clear about the terms of any arrangements they're making.
Well, in this case, perhaps the terms were simply that whatever was needed to get us where we were wanted, not what we want.
Terms should be agreed upon.
Oh, not this again.
Leandra looks at Norbit, and she'll use thaumaturgy to change her eyes to red. And she looks straight at him and says, you need to learn some manners.
Wait, did she just take over you? Because she had red eyes too.
She smiles and her eyes go back to normal. No, you just
Creepy.
need to learn some manners.
I don't even know what that word means, and I don't particularly care.
Well, I'm sure she left this chest for us, so I guess I'll go look at it.
I will follow.
I
I
stand
think-
way back, assuming it's a mimic.
I think
Don't give away my
Alusa
plans.
will kind of reach a hand out to Theo and say, "Make sure to check for traps. I do not trust this woman."
Oh, sure. I can check for traps. Like gives it some side eye.
Can I guide you?
God,
Can I touch Theo on the back gently and go, you can do it? And just guidance.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll. What are you looking to do? Investigate or touch it or?
I'm without touching it, I'm looking for traps.
Okay. Yeah. Roll
I'm
investigation.
using all of my knowledge as a skilled bard to check for traps.
Roll investigation.
21.
You can add a d4 if you want.
I don't believe that you
I'll
are
add
bard.
it. I'll add it. 23.
DC was a 22. Good job. No, I'm just kidding. So you see Theo kind of perfectly sort of looking with the utmost skill, the sharpest of eye, kind of the whip of the cloak behind the back, and you're all like, this guy knows what he's doing. Theo, you notice that this chest is old, ancient, made of finery that does not seem to belong to this area or the Sword Coast in general. It seems like something almost out of a different era or time. However, it does seem perfectly safe. You don't see any type of latches, secret buttons, or snares. It seems like a normal chest to you.
Looks good to me. It's old. It's old and it's out of place here in the woods, but it seems like it would be safe to open.
I've got
Should
a
leave
bit
that
of a
decision
long
up to you.
history. Do I recognize anything about this chest?
Roll history with advantage.
Is it older than Cole?
We'll see what your history roll is.
Double 19s for 23.
It is definitely older than Cole.
By like a year.
Is it like a wooden chair?
Does it seem otherworldly? Does it seem just old? Does it seem like it would be from another
Its
plane?
magnificence makes it feel otherworldly. However, it was definitely made on the material plane. Question.
Is it wooden or is it like metal?
It's made of multiple things. So you notice as you kind of look, Leandra, it's made of wood, different types of wood, and also encrusted with bits of pearl and the inside of seashells. Then the top is lined with these beautiful, very tiny red gemstones that you've only seen maybe once or twice on your adventures. There are drapes of almost gossamer silk that seem to almost peek out from inside the cracked lid on the inside. So many different materials create this beautiful chest.
Damn, see, she a fancy bitch.
She's so fancy.
I expect that she will want it back, so maybe do be careful.
I mean, this is her second really nice looking chest.
Does it seem locked?
I'll try to open it.
It's open to crack.
I'll
Both
pull
of
it
them
back.
closely.
I'll get behind it and I'll pull it open.
So you all see Theo walk behind, kind of pull these pale hands, and there's a brightness. Blues, reds, purples, greens, and silver that kind of hit all of your eyes. All of you roll me a d20.
Ooh.
18.
Blinded by the light.
Blinded.
Seven.
Oh, I need to write these things down. Wow, I really didn't prep today as a
No,
session.
we put them on roll 20, remember?
Oh yeah, can you type them in roll 20 if you're rolling real dice?
15.
13.
Okay.
12.
7.
11.
I don't see your roll up.
Belvedere and Fox listened well, I see you. Oh no, Fox did. Okay, Belvedere didn't.
I
okay.
rolled. It didn't pop up.
She wants you to type it in.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
it's not connected to your Roll20 right
You'd
now, Bill.
have that.
yeah, it hasn't.
No fun.
We don't
Come
play this
on.
to have fun. We play this to annoy you. You're succeeding.
Probably fair.
Okay, well, that's how
All
somebody else
right.
dies in Phantom later.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Okay, so the highest roll of the group was Norbit, I believe. Yes.
Think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
Norbit, 18
Norbit,
from halfway
roll
across the
me
field.
a D8.
7.
Good roll,
That's-
good
that's
roll.
seven.
It's the third 7, but it's not in a row.
Yeah,
Close. What'd you roll? I'm sorry.
7.
Okay. So Norbit, you walk forward. I'll be taking a little bit of autonomy with your characters during this moment. I hope you guys don't mind. I just thought this would be the coolest and funnest way to do it. You walk forward and kind of look, and the first thing that catches your eye you pick up. It's white bleached wood. You wouldn't probably know what the white bleached wood of the sands of some of the Sword Coasts look like, but it's so pale that it could be like parchment, but it's still like a solid branch that almost still feels alive. And the branch kind of twines around itself and comes out at a point, and there is a beautiful prismatic crystal that sits. And as you kind of hold it, you feel this empoweringness. Please roll an Arcana check for me.
Ooh, it sounds like a magic item.
And there is
Ooh,
a
that's
picture.
a 16 plus 1, so 17. Although I need to roll a d4 to minus from that. So that's a
Good job
3,
remembering.
so 14 is my total.
You do not know what this is.
Can I nominate Norbit for some inspiration for actually remembering his penalty?
Yeah, I
'Cause
actually was
would've
gonna do
forgotten.
that. I was actually gonna do that. You have inspiration now.
I've already got it, so Fox, you can have it for nominating me. How about that?
Hey!
Hey, karma's a thing.
Punch it!
So you all see this, your small bearded gnome friend, the darkness and tanness of his olive skin compared to the whiteness of this bleached piece of wood is almost the contrast is intense, and he kind of holds it, but you don't know what it is. Do you want a moment to react, or should I move on?
He's just gonna
Around
stare at it.
ourselves.
He's just gonna stare at it, and then sort of he's gonna tuck it into his cloak, and then just back away.
Oh, you're not going to
Be
show.
careful.
just
I
like-
would not.
You would all be seeing everything that's happening.
Okay. She goes,
Go ahead.
I can tell you what that is if you want. I'm very familiar with this kind of stuff.
But
Same.
would you?
I'll give it back to you.
Can he roll an insight check to see if he believes it
Of
because he's an
course,
untrusted
go for
person?
it.
I want
Yep.
an insight check. But Smiley's probably like, no.
While we're
He's
doing
not-
that roll, I would like to give Alusa a moment. She was saying something. What were you going to
Yes,
say,
sorry.
Alusa?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I wouldn't keep that too close. We don't know if it's cursed or not.
Curses are a myth. Fine, here. He rolled a 9. He doesn't really know whether to believe it or not.
Right. I will take a minute,
Roll
but
the roll 10.
I can identify it.
Hmm.
That's part of my cleric stuff.
It'll take you 10 minutes, right?
I don't think it takes 10 minutes for me.
If you're ritual casting, it does.
If
Oh yeah,
you
11 minutes, not 10. 11.
As she takes time to do that, Lance is going to focus on his own thoughts, literally. As that silvery plume is still writing on parchment in his book, he's going to then take that quill and tap it to his forehead, and he's going to draw this silvery strand from his temple, and he's going to grab this, or from his pack, he's going to grab this steely looking globe, like an orb, like what wizards might use for like a focus or for scrying, and he twists that strand into it, and it's the
that's
memory of, and it's basically he's casting encode thoughts. So he's basically taking that strand of that memory of Strahd, or he doesn't know who it is, but of this countess, and he's then going to ritually cast comprehend languages because she said something at the end that he didn't understand. He's going to try and see what she was saying at the end.
Yes. So with that spell, do you automatically just understand?
Comprehend, it will takes about 10 minutes, but yeah, he understands the literal meaning of any spoken language that he hears.
Remind me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
No,
go,
no, no.
go ahead.
Remind me at the end of this beat when we pull everything out of the chest to tell you what that meant,
No worries.
because I will not remember.
I'll just put up the spells as well, so you can look at them.
Okay. And then Mariana, after the next two items, let's go ahead and go over whatever your 10 minutes is. Is that okay? So you remind me. Okay. So Norbit passes Leandra this pale wand. You see kind of her start looking at it, and the air of magic forms around you. What does your magic look like, Leandra?
Yeah, so it will be like this almost like gold sheen that goes all around her arms and her hands, especially. The gloves that she's got that seem almost like tattooed to her skin kind of glow as she looks at it, and her eyes again glow green. Her with her bluish. It's like the colors of her eyes are more intense as she's looking at it, and she's kind of like mumbling under her breath, almost imperceptibly.
That's cool. That's a good image. Okay.
I'm going to look over at her and be like, Leandra, diction is really important. You really have to, you know, make sure people can understand what you say.
Enunciate. And she's just like, her eyes are all cool and she's just ignoring you. Okay. Next we have, who is next on the D20?
I think it was a 15 from Belvedere, Adabon.
Adabon, you
yeah, that looks right. Yeah.
approach the chest. I need you to roll me a D8.
D8.
Good luck. Roll a 7, because then everybody gets a wand. You get a wand, and you get a wand.
Oh,
I
did
got
I
an
just
8.
call? Oops. I just called you fadeable, I think. Sorry.
Happens.
You had an 8.
Subconscious. 8.
So as you reach your clawed hand in, you feel the
Nope,
soft.
I don't reach my clawed hand in.
Oh, tell me. I will shut up.
Whatever I notice, can you describe it?
Feathers,
Feathers.
blues, greens, and gold beads.
Audubon looks around for the mist.
It's gone.
The deal is off. I do not agree to your terms, and I'll turn and walk away.
Oh, someone gets a second item. How exciting is that?
Can Norbert
Good job being in
try
character,
and
though.
stealth? Can Norbert try and stealth over there and grab that when he sees it?
Yeah.
We're all staring at it.
Norbit's like, Mike.
Roll 20.
Okay, you're all in
Yeah.
trouble because even with my minus D4, I've rolled a 23.
Yeah, you're stealthy. So you all kind of watch this dragonborn walk away, confused, especially after the cool thing that Norbert just grabbed, and Norbert's just like, whoop. And as you grabbed it, it's the softest feathers you've ever felt. It's like a silk down, and a coat is pulled out. We will reveal yours at the end. Just remind me again. And Adamon, you walk away. How far do you go?
I would probably just continue in the direction we were going and pause and wait for everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 feet.
So you get 15 feet kind of to the edge where the forest is. You see a pair of yellow eyes, and a snout comes forward and looks at you and kind of nods its head, agreeing to you saying the deal is off, and then fades back into the mist. Also, I want you to take inspiration.
Okay.
You didn't take a cool magical item. You kept a character. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what was she? I already have inspiration, but thank you.
You
What
can
was
give it
she
to someone
offering?
else.
Blood and pain and who knows what else? Yeah, I'm not accepting that deal.
He won't even
He's
accept the
real.
inspiration, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deal's off.
You
Completely.
could give it to someone else.
I don't know who needs it.
Cool.
I don't have it.
There you
Who
go.
knows? Don't take it. Who knows what it's going to cost you in the long run?
Oh yeah, the deal. It's the deal. Terms and conditions.
Pretty boy Lance can have some inspiration.
That was so
Pretty
good.
boring.
That was
I'll be
funny.
free.
Don't
You can see
confuse
the
Belvedere
vibe.
with Adabon, please.
Okay. Sweet. Who was next on the rolls?
I believe there was a.
11.
Oh, I thought
Theo.
there was a 13.
Oh no,
Fox.
Yeah,
Theodore
I had a
was
13.
So
Yeah.
Theodore sees these goodies being taken out, reaches in. Roll me a
Yeah, I'll
d8.
reach in. I also rolled an 8.
Okay. A piece of silver catches your eye. You reach in and feel the cool touch of a handle. Shh. If you pull it out, if you look to your roll 20, there's a small engraving of a skull, and the handle of this dagger is a spine.
Ah!
You may add a +1 dagger to your inventory.
Well, that's fancy. Just let me just add that.
How
here
you
real quick.
doing?
We're gonna call it a skull dagger.
Boop, boop. Who's next? Or actually now would be Leandra's moment for her spell.
What do I learn from?
Identify.
Well, say again what you were trying to do.
Oh, it's just I'm just casting identify, which
Yeah. Right. Sorry.
This
Just
basically
making
tells
sure.
me if it is a magic item, what properties it has, how to use it, whether it requires attunement, if it has charges, how many,
Yeah.
and where any spells are affecting it, and what they are.
So you're kind of twisting this. There's a raw pulsing energy that comes from it. There are no spells affecting this. This is not a cursed item. This is a wand of magic detection. This wand has 3 charges, and while holding it, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast the spell Detect Magic. The wand regains 1d3 extended charges daily at dawn. So,
She will.
yeah, go ahead. Nope, that's okay. I was gonna say, as long as she gives it back, Norbit, you can add it to your inventory.
Yeah. She was going to pull to suddenly the magic starts phasing out from the item and phasing out from her, and she goes, "Here you go. It detects magic. You can does it require attunement? Sorry."
It does not.
Right. It's like you can focus on it. You can do it about 3 times a day to detect magic.
Thank you.
Match.
Thank you.
If anybody else needs anything else revealed, it's kind of one of my specialties. She smiles at everyone.
Oh yeah, looking at your dress, I'm sure that we can tell revealing is your specialty.
He looks at them. It is beautiful.
You hear a snort from Alusa.
Lance is trying not to smile at that. He's trying to concentrate on his patrol.
At this point, Adabon hears a of the wolves. Kind of, you can tell they're still around Adabon. I think everyone else is really focusing in on the chest. And who would be next?
I think I had a 12.
I believe the dawn approaches. Can we proceed there shortly?
No one responds to him. I love it. Alyssa.
I thought he was talking to the. I thought he was talking to the wolves.
Yeah, he's.
I was fully distracted. Miranda was fully
No,
distracted.
it's awesome. Yes, Alyssa, roll me a d8.
What if I don't want to reach into the chest?
Then you can tell me what instead your action is. The D8 will let you see a certain item that catches your eye first, but you then can choose to pick it up or not.
Okay.
As
I'll roll a
Alusa
D8 then,
approaches,
just to
I'd be
see.
like, if you don't pick it up, I'll take it off your hands, girl.
3.
You see the glint of starlight. Kind of look up to the moon, clouds passing through. The bluish tint of the stars is almost captured in a potion bottle. If you'd like to know what kind of potion this is, you can roll me an Arcana check. Am I like getting too Tolkien-y? Is this too much description for you all?
And I loved
No,
it. I was
I
like,
like it.
Stephanie wants this item so bad. Alusa.
This is like,
That'd be an
whatever.
8.
Can I help? Because I feel like Santa Claus. I have the chest opened. My hands probably still
What
holding
do you
the lid
want,
back.
boys and
I'm
girls?
like-
Reach your hands
I'm
in.
like looking in with them, like, ooh, that's a good one.
You can. Alusa, since he's helping you, you can roll with advantage.
No, thank you.
Don't thank me, thank Bugs.
Blanket,
I-
thank you.
I didn't see Norbit stealing.
Oh, 21.
Dang.
Natural
20.
20.
I feel like I need to edit the item now because that was so good. So yeah, you realize this is a potion of resistance. I think that you kind of look down and Theo like shakes the chest a little so it kind of falls on its side. And then you realize as it swirls and glints what the properties are of this potion. When you drink this, you gain resistance to one type of damage for 1 hour. The DM chooses the type or determines it randomly from a table.
Maybe
Alright,
for that nat 20, it should be an endless bottle of resistance, so it's just, it refills itself.
I actually will change it if you would like to edit the item since you did roll a natural 20. I will not determine what the type of resistance is. You can. So if you
Okay.
guys are walking through a pit of fire, you can pick fire resistance.
Hey.
All right.
Just go with poison because you're right near Cole.
Fair.
So she looks at it as it kind of topples out of the chest. And she'll say to Fox, well,
Theo.
that
Theo.
Theo, sorry.
Yeah, fine.
I
You got it right.
literally called Adabon Beta Ball. We're fine.
Fair, yeah.
She'll turn to Theo and she'll say, well, that is an impressive item. It is a potion of resistance.
Mm.
A quite strong one, it seems. If you wanted, you may have it. I am not sure I trust anything that comes from this woman.
Oh, I mean, I checked the chest. It wasn't trapped.
There are many kinds of traps, and not all of them can be found.
What
You
a
don't need to-
good
you don't need to-
line.
You don't need to sound like Adabon.
Adabon is one of the only people here who has been making any sense at all.
Well, I'll if you don't want to take it, I guess we'll just bring it along in case we need it.
Sure, just do not give it to me.
Okay, I'll wait till. No, you're fine. Okay. Okay.
And who's
Okay.
next? Cole.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Cole approaches stinky as always.
Nope.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You tell me what you're gonna do.
If
Cole-
Cole approaches, I am backing away from the chest.
Cole is standing there with his glaive resting on the ground, leaning on it, and snoring.
Oh, that's why there's a snoring. Gotcha.
He's gonna sleep through it.
Love it. Sorry, I'm getting over a cough. Love it, love it. Okay, who's next?
I believe there was 2 sevens.
The twin sevens
Leandra and Lance.
are ritual casters. That's why they both got sevens. They were busy.
It makes sense.
Roll up. Both of you roll a d20.
Okay.
Both roll a 7 and then we'll have to get the thing.
Gross. What did you get?
Eight.
Oh, 8? No, I got a 4. Why is with me today?
So
But I wanted to go last anyway. I got
You
stuff
started
to
your
do.
spell second.
Sure you did. Sure you did.
No, the dice that was trying to tell.
He's gonna get everyone sloppy seconds.
Leandra,
Mhm.
do you approach the chest? I should have started it this way for all of you. Sorry.
Yeah, she's very interested in
I just told you what to do. Okay. Roll me a d8.
1.
Ah, a hint of green. Almost matches the reflection of your eyes. Because there's a blue tint to it as well. And gold around. Do you reach in and touch the item?
Yeah, he's not afraid of it.
You pull out a beautiful crystal bottle. True crystal. Any light that comes in kind of bounces so that every shade of green can almost be seen. And a salamander cork cap twists around the top of the bottle, almost cold to the touch. Roll me an arcana check to see what this is.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Never thought I'd hear those words coming from Mariana.
Where's my guidance?
You guys got presents.
It's from the deep.
But what are the terms?
Well, some of us got presents.
No!
apparently.
Dang,
That's
Belle,
exactly
you
what
got
Alyssa
caught
was
out.
worried about.
What are the
Anyone's.
What
Sorry,
was
I
it?
still
I'm
have
sorry.
PTSD from when you're like, I healed you, and you're like, what do you want for it?
21. Yes, you immediately recognize this as a potion of climbing. I'm going to read to you right now what that is because I didn't have that one up. When you drink this potion,
Yeah.
you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletics checks to make that let you climb. The potion is separated into brown. Yeah, you don't need to know that. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. She takes it when she swirls and she's like, right. She turns around. She walks over to Cole, and she goes. She taps him on the shoulder. Master,
Huh?
Master Dwarf.
Why'd you wake me?
Sorry. Here's a gift. I think you'll need it more than I do. I can walk on walls as it is.
No, that's okay. I'd
Good
rather
luck,
not.
sir.
Okay, does anybody want this? I don't need it.
Yeah, man,
Just-
I can't answer because I'm not there.
Just bring it with us, Leandra. Just it'll come in handy.
Okay. She puts it on a little pouch on her belt, and she would. Okay.
Hey, where's
At some
that
point, we'll need
Audubon
somebody
guy?
else to.
Oh, Audubon! Wait! Cole will walk up to Audubon and stand with him.
If he waited for you, I
Whoa.
wonder what his terms were.
Running out of time, we may be leaving these folk behind.
Young'uns always wasting time.
Norbert
Soon.
slips back to the party and say, "Okay, are we all ready to go?"
No,
Yes,
we're waiting on specs here.
He smiles a little, but he's still trying to finish his spell. Everyone's distracting him.
All right.
Soon they will realize how short life can be.
Tell me about it. 250 years is almost too long to live.
How much longer do you need, Lance?
He's kind of like holds up a finger.
Yeah, you're just about good.
You see, he's looking at the orb, and he's kind of like seeing the image of this woman like play out, and like a video of sorts.
Well,
That's pretty
Cole didn't take his turn, so I'm gonna peek in the chest and see what else is in there.
I didn't. Well, never mind. You go
Oh,
first.
were you gonna
think
do
you're
that?
tempting fate.
Yeah, I wanted to peek because she was kind of like, "That's cool, but I don't need it."
That's cool. Let's dip in again.
Yeah, she's like looking at. what else is-
You can both roll to grab the last. Well, hold on. Let's let Lance steal his or take his last moment, not steal,
Mhm.
and then we'll go to you two.
Hey. Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna nick
yes.
my stuff.
So this is a language you've not heard in a very, very long time. It is that of the Underdark.
Mm.
And she said, Ut tenebras custodiat te, which is Latin, I looked up, for may the darkness keep you.
Mm.
So Elusa would have known exactly what she said.
I also would have
Correct.
known too.
So you both knew that she said, may the darkness keep you.
Like, as he watches that play out, I was like, fascinating.
Can I do a
Oh,
religion check on that?
Yes, and sorry I didn't tell you it was Underdark.
You're fine.
I had a wee bit of a script I was following. Just for the opening.
It's all right. Lance has got you.
Yeah.
Red Lance.
15 religion check.
And I rolled a 17 religion check. These bloody
both-
D4 things really annoying.
We both know that this woman follows a strict religion, and that is the love of herself.
Stradovia.
Yes.
Baby.
All right. So Lance, as you realize that it kind of clicks together, you actually glance up and see that everyone's kind of looking at these new items.
Hmm.
You like to look in the chest?
Yeah, he look at like, oh, did I miss some? Oh, and he'll look at the chest and like peek in. What's left?
Roll me a d8.
That was a 3.
2 purplish black stones catch your eye.
You look at them curiously.
Roll Arcana with advantage.
Oh,
I gave you advantage because I feel like you had seen these before, according to your backstory.
awesome.
Wizard life.
Wizard life.
Wizard life. Roll on hand. Now 20. So 26.
Ooh. These are sending stones.
Those could be
Very
handy.
nice ones.
They're like amethyst.
Yes.
Is that an amethyst?
Yes.
Yes.
Witty.
So you see Lance kind of pull these beautiful stones out. He's looking at both of them. Seems to understand how they work. He's like tuning them into each other. And then Theo and Leandra both look down and there's one thing left. Are you guys gonna go for it? We can do dexterity to see who grabs it first.
Oh, I was only
yeah.
gonna do it to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. So you can go ahead, Leandra, if you did, since you didn't want that potion.
Thank you.
Now, unfortunately for you guys, I just got a 23 on dexterity. Oh no, that's a save. Sorry, take away 2 from that. 21.
You're trying to grab it before them?
Yep. Why not? You
That's
put the
just-
offer out there.
Bite his hand. Bite his hand.
Leandra rolled dexterity saving. Oh, bummer.
No way.
No.
20.
So I feel like we both see it. I look up and I'm like, it's okay, you can take it. And we both look down and it's gone.
It's gone. Norbit, you grab it. It is a healing potion. And as you all kind of look at Norbit as he takes his healing potion, you notice there's a big, like, coat that he's holding. Do you want to try to figure that out now?
No, you didn't read what I put in roll 20.
I don't see anything in roll 20.
I
did.
Yeah. I figure they don't see that cloak, unless I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Sorry, just kidding. Everyone ignore that. You
Um,
see this little gnome steal this potion.
I'm just gonna slowly close the chest and be like, well, there's some pearls on it and some stones that I'll just hand it to Leandra. Here you go.
The chest,
The chest.
it's heavy.
She got guns.
Chico
Hmm.
guns.
I mean, it's
She
true,
does.
she does.
She
She
does.
does. Um,
Guys, it's so fun.
yeah. Leandra is going to. Has my thing actually? Before I say anything, has my thing come through on the Twitch chat? Because I'm trying to
What am I
Do
missing?
something that I don't think is going through.
A point redemption? I don't see any point redemptions.
Yes, there was one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, do
Ooh.
We
now.
just used 50,000 stream points.
Like a holding. Yeah,
Yes.
I thought so.
For
You
Adabon?
just used 50,000 stream points.
Yes.
What?
I have way more than that. It's
Wow. Okay, so
What
I would
other
like
terms?
What are the terms for your bag of holding, madam?
okay. Okay, I have to redo this. I have to redo this now. We're retconning a bit. So the wolf
Wow.
pads out to you, Adabon, as you had kind of said that, and kind of agrees to you that there are no terms, and you understand that. You can just tell. And then kind of shuffles its shoulder, and a almost like fluid water silk, a bag of the greenest swamp water kind of tumbles out, and the wolf like bows to you and then backs away.
Okay.
Felt can't even handle
Barovia,
it.
you say?
All right, do you take it?
I guess. There's no terms.
Cool.
No, he leaves it on the ground and walks.
I'd be so upset. I'd be like, she wasted all those Twitch points. Okay, add a bag of holding to your inventory.
Right. So
Now she's like, so now I can take the chest.
No, it's not. It was not that. I was distracted because I was trying to do that. It wasn't going through. Right. So she looks at the chest, and you said it was like a beautiful crafted chest, right?
Oh yeah, it's stunning.
Right. She is definitely going to try to keep it. I'm just
Put it in a
looking
bag
at
of
what I
holding.
have could make it easier to carry it. Could she just like tie her rope to it and kind of like try to drag it with her?
You could. There might be consequences, but we'll see.
Like, how heavy is it? Like,
Easily like 300 pounds.
oh,
Yikes.
Oh, I don't even know if I can pull that much.
I'll let you try.
Oh, if it's okay.
maybe I'll be like that's kind of heavy. How about and I'll pull out the potion of resistance that Elucid rejected, and I'll be like, there's this instead that's a little bit more portable.
She takes a moment to look at it. And she says, "You can keep that. I think I can make an exact copy of it myself."
Okay, well, fuck me too, and he's gonna go walk on.
Well,
Sassy boy is sassy.
she looks at you. She goes, "I think."
Your voice is getting so high pitched, we're not even picking
Yeah, I
it
can't
up.
even.
This is like,
You're like, she goes like, I
You're cutting
You
out
did
again.
she meant no offense.
I know, that's what she was saying. It was just adorable.
Yeah, she tries to call out to him, and the mist just takes the voice away.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. Love it. Okay.
Lance sees that interaction and he kind of looks at her and like with his not pity but kind of like he understood what she was trying to say. He kind of pats her on the back. It's like, you're not having much luck with him, are you? Looks towards where Theo is gone. And she ignored. Well, now it's his turn to get ignored.
And then you
What,
hear.
sorry?
I spoke to you.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
What? Sorry.
Never mind.
I'm sorry.
No,
No, it
Lance,
actually
it's
it's
fine.
perfect. He literally said, "You two aren't doing too well. I'm sorry he ignored you," and then you ignored him. So it's like,
Okay,
Perfect.
Mariana was distracted, not Leandra. Leandra.
I'll look over to Lance and be like, "You get it."
He kind of nods. He's like, hmm.
Ah,
He said, maybe you heard him like in your passively. He said,
it's
"So
okay.
you're not having much
It's
luck
funny.
with him, are you?" Maybe pointed to Thea.
She looks at you and is like, "No, I guess I'm just not very used to people like living ones." And she just makes away.
Shrugs like
We're aware of that. And with that, Luce is like, did anyone else forget or remember? I'm sorry, remember that we're on a bit of a ticking time clock.
Ben's been trying to tell you all that for hours.
Well, you're
Okay,
all
that's
going to be
enough.
taking. You're all fighting over these things. Can't we just go? I grab my item straight away.
Alusa just starts walking off.
Yeah, Lance is like, I think we should. Yes, I think it's about time we get out of these tree woods.
As Elise approaches, Audubon will just raise an arm. She may take it if she chooses.
Theo's just gonna think out loud to himself, why would she give us a chest without enough items for everybody? That's weird.
There are 7.
I know, and Norbert got how many
Oh.
of them?
Oh my god, hilarious. So good.
So Alyssa would look at Adabon's arm and she'd put a hand gently on his shoulder and say, I appreciate the offer. However, one cannot draw a bow single-handedly.
Did
And
y'all? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And she'll have like an arrow knocked in her quiver as she starts walking forward, keeping an eye out for danger.
I think we've proven our right. But as you will.
All I wanted to say was D&D Play 20 redeemed random magic item for Alusa.
150,000
50,000
points.
points worth of random.
150,000.
So all the big points.
Though
Holy
to be
crap.
fair, since it is the D&D Play 20 thing, I don't think he actually has to spend any points. I think it's just he just
fun.
has them.
It's like
I'm in shock. Well, at that, you all, I need to prep for these redeems. You all kind of are talking amongst yourselves, looking, and you all just hear the sharp howl of a wolf. You look forward and see, kind of in the darkness, the sun is starting to rise. Audubon's silhouette, standing with Alusa and Norbit. You know, Theo's kind of second, and the rest are in the back. Or sorry, not Norbit, Cole. Audubon kind of looks back at all of you, and that's where we're going to take our first break. Please remember that we are doing a live after show. You get to giggle with our silly selves, see us not in character. But the best part is you get to ask questions that will appear on the after show. So if you go to your Twitch points, you can hit pose a question to the group for 250 points. It's nothing. Do it. It makes it interesting and fun, and we'll shout you out. And with that, let's
Before
go to break.
we go for break,
Just kidding.
Audubon says,
Now I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I do believe it's time to run.
Boom, bada bing.
Could we just walk briskly?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
To
break
Luce
our
time.
is already
first break.
running.
Hello. Welcome to the realm of Barovia.
But what happened to my camera?
Yeah, something's wrong with the tech.
Come on, Peter. You had one job. One job.
So
Because you
we're
have
out.
You picked
No.
the wrong overlay,
Yes.
Pete.
the overlay
Yeah.
6, not 7.
At 7.
Leandra's looking interesting too.
I see.
There we go.
There we go.
So, hello all, and welcome back. What's that? You say you don't just like to listen and watch D&D, you love to play the Dungeons and the Dragons. Well, have we got a server for you? Join our Discord today and check out the Looking for Players and join one of our epic one-shot Sundays. Can't get enough of Strahd? I'm sorry, but now you can play yourself on the off weeks. Recruiting now for July 23rd. and looking at least every other Sunday from there. So come be a part of our community. We do love to play, and we want to play with you.
Woo, woo, woo. Last time we were doing the thing, we had someone redeem 150,000 points. DM was not expecting that. But as you all see the sun starting to slowly creep up, you start walking ever faster. And Leandra, you feel that your bag, as it's kind of, you're walking faster, seems heavier than normal. Not Leandra, I'm sorry, Elusa.
Elusa.
That was
Apologies.
confusion.
It's like,
My
ooh.
apologies. Elusa, our beautiful drow. Oh, and with that, Lance, you have advantage. Thank you, Unicharge.
And Leandra too. Thank you, Unicharge.
And Leandra.
Much obliged.
And Lisa.
I think, man, I think she would kind of, she's still kind of holding her bow, and she'd kind of backtrack to Theo and be like, Theo, something's wrong with my bag. Can you check it, please?
Oh, great. Okay, yeah. I'll.
As we
sure.
walk, let's keep moving, please.
Like good, bad.
Control.
Something's wrong. Okay, well, I guess I'll check it for traps first.
No one wants to trust Norbert to check their bag.
So very apprehensively, he's gonna like open up her pack while he's walking behind her and be like, I swear, if anything jumps out at me,
Spider jumps out. No, just kidding.
lose
No,
my
just
mind.
A mimic. What?
The backpack is a mimic.
No, you see all of the normal fixings of a backpack, a pack, and then there's a large on top of almost everything shuffling around. There's a large, thick tome.
So I just realized I didn't know what you had in here to begin with, so I wouldn't really know if anything's out of place now, would I?
Yes, I have thought of that just now myself.
Is there anything you didn't pack?
I don't know. What do you see?
Well, according to the DM, there's all the usual fixins that you would have in a backpack. But there's also a very large tome.
Well, yeah, the book I definitely did not bring.
Okay. Maybe I can tell what kind of book it is for you, and I'll pull it out for her.
Can you hurry up?
Oh my gosh, we're walking and talking, Norbit. Calm down.
Yeah, but you're falling behind.
My legs are still longer than yours. You're the one behind us.
As you weigh this gray and silver flecked tome, you kind of, there's dust upon the cover. You realize this is the tome of leadership and influence. What
Oh
this
my
does,
god.
this is a wondrous item. It's very rare. This book contains guidelines for influencing and charming others, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your charisma score is increased by 2, as does the maximum for that score. The manual then loses its magic, but regains it in a century.
You know what this is, Alusa?
You do
Well,
now. I just told you.
Yeah, I was like, I certainly didn't pack it.
That's
Damn my
amazing.
mother. She must have put it in there when I was leaving.
It's
You
a
could
great thing to find.
Yes, or, have shoved down your throat. But
If your mom has extras, she can shove it down my throat anytime. Or your dad.
anyways,
I don't care. I'm not picky. Any family member that wants to give me things, by all means.
I don't
sign
have
me
a
up.
father.
Are you a clone?
Never mind. It's a drow thing. You can just put it back in my bag. I did not realize I had that in there. That must be why it's so heavy. But thank you for checking. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll put it back in there and be like, that's tighten it back up.
You're all continually walking, weaving through trees that become thinner and thinner. Patches of grass with flowers that have died kind of are in your wake, and you hear the of like weird creatures in the bushes and
Oh, noise.
of birds flying over you. And you're approaching. The sunshine isn't yet touching you, but it's starting to kind of fleck the ground in front of you where you're touching, or your feet are touching, almost like it's rising. And all of you roll perception. You're walking towards the sun.
Are we in bright light?
What?
Are we in
Not-
bright light?
Not yet.
No.
Can I guidance myself?
Absolutely.
Let's see. Not much. 12.
11 from a nat 1.
I'm assuming that my disadvantage thing has worn off because it's been an hour of real time.
Correct.
Cool.
That is a 22.
And another nat 1 in there for over there.
Yep.
15 was my first roll. I didn't roll on the thing, so I didn't realize it rolled.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see a 15
Always see
for
it.
Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, Norbert, roll
We'll
me a
let that
D100.
nat 1 roll over to your next thing, Bell.
I rolled a nat 20 trying to fix my VTT, so I wasted one of each now.
Love it.
16, Justine. That run.
That did run.
Yeah.
Wait, what? From a nat 1, damn.
Hmm.
Still at 11. 11's pretty good.
Is it
Nick-
though? Aren't you minus
No.
D4 still?
No, that just wore off.
Nice gone.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Okay, I think
Just roll
I'm
over
going to
and
use.
die.
I rolled a nat 2. I'm going to use an inspiration because I don't think I want to fail that badly.
Come
Oh,
on, one.
God.
Come on, one.
Okay. Oh, that would have been worse. I got an 8 total.
Ooh.
You all see Norbit kind of squinting. He's not used to the bright light, and he's much lower to the ground as the sun's kind of starting to go through the lower brush. And as he's squinting, he turns into a small dragonfly that starts just buzzing around your heads.
Awesome. How long does this last?
Roll me a d8.
8 hours.
Uh, 3.
I'm sorry. Was
3
was
minutes.
he a druid?
Nope.
All you hear is "Zzzz."
I
Wow,
told
very
him
good.
he should have learnt manners.
Karma.
Amazing.
Fascinating. Just looks at the dragonfly in orbit. Oh. Should
Yes,
I
you've said
don't
that
slow.
before, Leandra. Do you know this woman?
Well, no, but she's clear someone important, so you should always treat them with respect. Because if it's someone important and they don't like you and you disrespect them, they can come after you.
That's true. That's true. Stuff like that does happen.
Plus, she resembled a type of person I grew up with. And trust me, respect is everything to them.
Lance
I don't
is gonna
doubt
insight check
that.
with him. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, what?
I was just gonna insight check that.
Inside for what?
Like that it's interesting that it reminds her of something like who this intimidating looking woman could remind her of.
Sure, you can say.
Yeah, go ahead. Lisa.
What did you lose to say?
She just said, I don't doubt that.
Indeed. You get through this final hump
I know nothing.
of hill. The sun
Why do
is
I
now
go-
your sun is now up to your knees or waist. And it's the first time you're seeing each other in partial sunlight. You kind of all look at each other, seeing the vibrancy of your clothes, your skin tones, your scale tones, your hair, your weapons shining brightly.
All right. I forgot how dark vision works. Everyone's just been gray.
Yeah. And you all kind of blink back and see about 500 feet out is the outline of a village. And this is what was described to you as the place you needed to go.
Huh.
For those
The
of you who have the
town-
letter.
The town of Barovia, everyone. We made it.
Was
Just
that
right,
You
right
had
down
to
there.
I would not slow yet there, Theo.
Well, I know we still have to go down the hill, but
A casual
Meanwhile,
wind.
Elusa pulls up the hood of her cloak.
Drow says, no, no, son. And as Elusa pulls up the hood, do you all walk forward?
Oh, I
Is
fly
Dragon
forward.
Yeah, is he following us? Like little Norbert?
I'll let you
What's
know
the-
when you change back.
what's the
I
fly
mean-
speed of a dragonfly?
Well, it's
Can you catch-
interesting. It's interesting because if you look up Dragonfly in D&D Wiki, I've actually got 44 hit points and fly at 60 feet.
You can
Sounds
go
like
ahead
a
of them.
giant dragonfly to me.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't though. It actually just says Dragonfly.
Can Leandra offer her arm to Adabon like he did it to her before?
Yeah, no, all good. We are brisk walking.
Yeah.
He takes it.
Well, his arm is always out for the ladies.
Girl,
Ugh.
Just the way to be.
What a charmer.
What a
What a-
stud.
What a chama.
I'm gonna pull out my
As soon as
flute,
she's near, it's just
play some lovely travel music for us while we're going with the sunlight coming. I have nothing prepared, so you'll hear nothing, but he's just playing away.
if you collapse with an asthma attack, I'm not slowing.
He,
What instrument are you playing, sorry?
A flute?
Flute.
you all start walking down the hill and feel sunshine. And then almost immediately, wind hits you and rolling clouds going faster than any clouds you've ever seen block it out. And that beautiful apricity of the sunshine, once you've broken through cold, is stolen away. And you feel the chill goosebumps of the clouds. And the village looked bright for a moment, and now it looks like almost a dark haunting that you're walking towards.
The dark one, sorry?
Haunting.
Haunting.
I'm gonna look to Alusa and be like, Alusa, I know you got to think about the sun, but really? And then
Well,
he'll,
to be
wink, and
fair,
then he'll
it
wink
was
at you.
brighter, and she'll put her hood down. I do not see very well in that bright of light. The cape helps me actually see better, believe it.
Oh no, I thought you put the sun away.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
What a
I
compliment.
can do
though.
many things. Control the weather is not one of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, what a compliment. He thinks you could do that. So you all walk forward?
Flap,
I
flap.
think Leandra wanted to say something.
I've messaged the DM and on Zoom.
I guess I'll hold my lantern out. We still need this, I guess.
All right. Elusa's just going to start walking towards town, I guess.
Yeah, same. Same.
Okay, you're all walking, and one by one, who's leading this charge?
I will.
Thanks.
I feel like
Oh.
Elusa's usually in front. But
You had started at
called
the
it.
front, Cole. I'm sure you fell behind.
No,
I'm
we'll let him.
definitely at the back for 3 minutes anyway.
By the way, I cast light on my blade of my glaive.
Cole, you walk forward. Your fingertips kind of graze the wheat, that the deadened wheat stalks that as you walk towards this village. Tell us what Cole's thinking and feeling at this time.
Ooh, pressure.
That is the moment for your aside if you'd like it.
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
Don't make me laugh. Cole
Hurts when he laughs.
Ooh, music.
touches the wheat as he holds his staff with the other hand, and then he reaches up and he frets with his beard, lost in thought. His eyes casually move over each of his companions, evaluating them, trying to determine their strengths for what he senses lie ahead for all of them. And then he turned that evaluation back upon himself. He glances over his clothing, wondering why he would have chosen such garments. Somewhere deep in the recesses of his mind, he was sure there was a reason, but he could not recall it at the moment. So much was already lost to him, so many memories. He recalled one when he was obviously a young man, and so vivid was the memory that he instantly felt as though he were in that moment. She was a beautiful woman, clad in red, human, prim and proper in every way that matters. So far beyond his means that he felt out of place when near her. But she embraced him, accepted him for who he was, a dirty, unwashed soldier, bathed in blood, the fury of a battle still lurking in his eyes. He looked into her eyes, wanting to take her in his arms and carry her away from the field of battle, where the dead and the wounded lay strewn about. He remembered thinking that a woman of such beauty should not be exposed to so much death. She should be someplace safe, like a palace or a castle, spoiled by servants, courted by princes and kings. "Thank you for your gift, Cole Obsidian," she told him. In her smile, he felt alive. Joy overwhelmed him like the tide of an ocean. He had pleased her. That was all that he truly wanted. Well, that and then the memory was gone, faded somewhere deep within the recesses of his mind, lost perhaps, never to be found again. A single tear rolled down his cheek, forming a trail through the filth of his unwashed face. He felt like he had been recalling something. Why did he suddenly feel so emotional? Shrugging to himself, he fretted with his beard, and his eyes turned back to casually go over his companions. Though he wasn't sure why, he felt as though dangerous times lay ahead. For a moment he considered, and then even that moment slipped away. What was it he was just thinking of? He began fretting with his beard again, confused.
I was on mute. Fantastic. Everyone snaps for Pete.
Aww.
Let's remember.
Inspo for Pete.
Yeah. Let's remember that these asides are for us to respect each other as players and get to know above table what each other are working with. That kind of creates the hype, excitement, and understanding for what lies in the future. So fantastic job, Pete. That was really exciting. And yeah, Cole's like playing with his beard. The memories almost lost from him. And Alusa, you follow. Did you? Sorry, kitty cam's on. Did you want to take a moment for your aside?
I mean, I can. I feel like it's quite underwhelming after that.
That's okay. Everything here is perfect because it's what you're willing to give us about your character.
So as Alusa heads towards this town that she has been told she must go to, or else, she thinks about how she followed the man with the colorful clothes, and she followed his instructions and woke up in this place that was just full of the undead. Had she finally found her way to another plane? Is this finally her chance to get her revenge? Only time will tell. All she knows for sure is that no one can be trusted. I'm sorry, he just flung himself out of my arms.
Amazing.
All I know for sure or all she knows for sure is that she cannot trust anyone in this Loth-forsaken place.
We all love a good revenge story. Snaps her stuff.
Super clever. Love forsaken. Oh.
All right. You also get a point of inspo.
Thank you. I have inspo, so I will give it to
You don't have to give
Peter.
it to anyone. You're only
Okay.
getting one.
All right. Oh, fine. Fine. Yeah, then take it away.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You
You're
can give
fine.
it to someone.
3
I was
roll
gonna say-
points.
Alusa, you kind of feel a shadow almost behind you. Who do you think it is behind you?
I'm gonna say I think it's Lance or Leandra.
Roll off.
Maybe it's both of them. I'm gonna say it's Lance. He presents himself as quite a bit taller than the dainty yet powerful Leandra.
Lance, as he walks down this dreary path towards this bleak town, he thinks back to his time back in the secluded halls of Candlekeep, by the light of a small little orb at a floating table. He remembers the times he spent going over tomes and tomes of different places and different peoples, like how he was so fascinated as his dwarven mentor, Darvith, and avowed, and his purple rose would go over these things with him and would answer his questions and would stoke his curiosity. As he thinks back to that and his current situation, he almost feels overwhelmed. It's one thing reading about far off places and dangers, quite another to see it and experience it firsthand. As he ventures into the unknown with a group of people he barely just met, the excitement of adventure is there, but it's a weight of deep, deep dread. Something he didn't think he would ever have exploring the world. As he nervously fidgets with his glasses, he turns to look at Leandra and wonders what she is thinking about as they approach the village.
That was fantastic segue. Everyone? Also, Candlekeep reference. That made me really happy. Leandra, you see Lance Steele glance towards you.
Leandra forces a smile, but then there's this warmth, this heat that is unusual in her. I mean, unusual is not the right word. One she was expected but didn't exactly want right now. She starts to fan herself and she starts to feel the lust, the need to feed. She looks around at all of them. She thinks as to who she should try to feed on. Cole is obviously not an option. He is a master dwarf. She would never reach that confidence. Elusa is astonishingly beautiful. But could she be making an enemy there? Norbit, probably a good choice since he doesn't seem to like anyone. Maybe she'll learn why.
You became the Dampier's feast. Sorry, I'm interrupted. I'm sorry, it was so good. Go ahead.
Maybe Theodore. But he's the sassiest person she's ever met besides her mother. She cannot deal with him realizing what she's done. She looks at Adabon. She's fascinated, but would that be a breach of trust? And then she remembers dark red eyes, bloodshot, blood splatter over her fear, the blood dripping off long black hair, and just dead bodies all around her. And she chooses to starve for tonight.
Wow. Yeah, inspiration well deserved. She chooses to starve for tonight. What a line to end on.
Remind Cole not to sleep near her.
You guys don't know
If
what
only
she feeds on.
if you knew what she was thinking. Oh well.
And Norbit in the Dampier's shadow, stealthily weaving, perfectly not making a sound.
No, you forget that he's a dragonfly at the moment.
And then you woof. It's definitely been 3 minutes.
No, but I don't want it to be 3 minutes yet. I want it to finish at the end of this.
Cole smacks it out of the air.
Do it as a dragonfly. I love it.
Okay, so Norbert is flapping around, and you might think that he would be a little disconcerted by just suddenly turning into a dragonfly. However, he flashes back to the time this actually happened to him once before. He was a scout for the Deep Gnomes, and because he was so good at it, he was sent towards Menzoberranzan, the Drow capital, to do some recon on what they thought was a potential invasion from one of the houses there. So he went to one of the houses, managed to sneak in using all his abilities, but he got a bit cocky and was not careful and actually got captured by a drow priestess who did not look dissimilar to Elusa, which is perhaps why he does not trust her so much. But at one point, while he was being tortured by them, he was there about a day, and they were just toying with him, hadn't even bothered to ask him any questions at that point. He suddenly just transformed into a dragonfly while their back was turned, and he was confused because that had never happened before, but he just reacted by just getting out as fast as he could, and somehow no one noticed. And by the time they did, he had made it out of the edges of the town. Hadn't learned anything, never told anybody what happened to him, but he is there now flapping around thinking, well, I know this doesn't last long, so I better stay close to the ground this time because it really hurt when I landed last time. And just at that moment is when he comes out of dragonfly form and actually, let's see how he lands. He lands okay. He lands okay, not super quietly. I think people probably hear that.
Yeah,
as he lands.
Adabon was almost trancing watching this little dragonfly, almost forgetting, and then. But Adabon, you stealthily didn't run into him as he kind of like grabs his feet, looks around. Adabon, also fantastic job, Norbit. Please take a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
Adabon. You don't have to do one if you don't want to.
Oh, we're all good.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he sat there watching, completely lost in the moment. A snake eating a frog. The frog, in turn, eating the snake. Both struggled to consume. Both struggled to escape. Both instincts and the fight for survival overwhelming them. They could not see in their own blindness. It was hard to tell which would die first. This moment seemed like forever, and he stayed, unable to turn away from the need for life and the unacceptance of death. He did not realize it then, but when it was over, there was a shadow shift around him. The mirror went quiet as the bit of life's blood beaded in the corners of their eyes, their souls now gone. He had returned day after day to watch as the bodies decay, still curious, still lost in it all. Something was drawing him there. He needed to understand. One damp morning, the mummified bodies began to move and twist. Stuck in this moment, again, he could not move. Everything changed as he watched the first tiny head emerge, the struggle for what life once more, as drawing themselves from their tombs took everything that they had. They lie dying, but as others began to emerge, they fed on each other to regain the strength that they had spent in their struggle. The shadows shifted all around him again as the day passed, and he watched this dance of death. Watched as both some snakes slithered and some frogs hopped away, their bellies full, with the life of the fallen. As time had passed, he remembered this as if he were still there, this little Newt watching in this moment right now. He remembered the day he realized that they had struck a deal. In that moment, each demanding the price of their own deaths. Though they both would lose, each would live on where all may not. He understood the value and the price must always be paid. He looked around at this place with that same curiosity and watched as the shadows shifted all around them. Welcome to Barovia, indeed.
Theo, you kind of hear that last part out loud. Snaps for Belvedere. Take a point of inspiration. Theo.
Well, I would
Bringing
be
up the back.
the least prepared for this activity that we're doing.
That's okay. It could be
that's
anything you want
fine.
it. I just always feel like DMs get to be creative and prep, so I thought I'd give you guys that opportunity if you needed it or wanted it.
Yeah.
These
Oh,
won't be every. These won't be
I
every session. They'll be rare.
Totally prepped. Don't worry.
Oh,
No.
I'm not
So as the sun gets whisked away and they're walking down the hill, Theo's playing a happy little tune on his flute, trying to keep it cheerful and upbeat to drown out the sounds of his own screams inside his head. He feels the aching pain from the scars on his wrists and ankles from chains that had held him down. And as he takes each step forward, he just tries to smile and live in the music and the here and now and not focus on the darkness of what was before.
fantastic. That was not prepared my ass. That was amazing.
No, I came up with that as everybody else was going. So yay.
Take a point of inspiration. So you're all walking through. We all know our characters and players a wee bit better to make the story have more layers and evolve. And as Theo plays this tune, solemn yet inspiring, you all kind of walk and feel the wind. You hear a sing-song.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh,
It's a terrible song.
You hear a rough, not sing-song like voice accompany it. That's my terrible version. And you all kind of look at each other. Eyes perk up, and you hear it a little clearer as you get closer. Help! Please help me!
I just look at my flute.
Damn it.
Stop your whining
Lance looks
back
at his
there.
flute as well.
You're whining back there. It's definitely coming from ahead of you. That's the best part of that.
I don't think anyone needs to a magical detection of traps to know that voice is a trap.
Please!
Hmm.
You should still help. Leandra's trying to make a. Did she try to like see where it's coming from?
Yeah, as you look down, you don't even need to roll. You see that there is a slight stream that is along the path you were on, and there is a small young girl. You're going to want to zoom out on your roll 20 so that the map in front of you is almost on the bottom half, as I will be revealing things. Oh, you can see the village. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Never mind. So that's what the village looks like that you're approaching.
Audubon lifts his arm so that Leandra may let go if she so chooses. but follows the circling shadows, which I assume are heading that way.
And as you walk forward, you also start to hear my dog out. Sorry, honey. And there's a small girl. Please, someone help me! And she's probably 12 years old. And you notice there are rats almost forming together, striking out, little claws ripping at her ankles.
Oh,
And do you all see yourself on the map? Is the map visible?
I don't see the map.
Uh-uh.
Just kidding. Sorry about that.
Nasty girl.
Boop. There we go.
There we
There
go.
you go.
And yes, Cole happens to actually be in front. That worked out really well. It's like what do you do as you see this small child calling for help and these rats attacking her?
Cole will.
Norbert sees that. He sprints. Oh, sorry. Cole's first. Sorry.
Norbert can sprint.
He would.
Go ahead, Cole.
Cole will lurch forward, and every second step he takes, you hear as he's hurrying after her.
I'm
That's
glad that
rough.
only the first one came through.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Following, clearly, we are upwind, which makes her and the rats downwind.
Yes. All right, I need all of you. As everyone, Norbert, I moved you ahead so that you could,
sorry.
since you sprinted.
Okay.
Is everyone running towards the girl or walking towards the girl?
No.
Theo's gonna mutter to himself, looking at the rats, and be like, "This is how you get plague. This is definitely how you get plague." And he'll follow after Norbit.
Alusa, tell me your logic.
I don't trust anyone in this plane.
Okay, so you stay towards the back.
Yeah, and she's very much a help those who help themselves person.
Cole, I'm not gonna let you get that far, only because Norbert was the first one to say he sprinted.
Okay.
But you can still be ahead of the rest of the group. All right. If everyone else approaches, Alusa, you will hang back, walking casually. I need all of you to. Oh, go ahead,
And
Lance.
before we probably gonna roll initiative, Lance would like to dart forward, probably not as far as Norbert, but he kind of wants to like scrutinize this and see if it's actually real. Like, he wants to see if it's actually
Isn't it an illusion?
an illusion. And, like, kind
Yeah,
of tips his
absolutely. I love
spectacles.
that. Good job taking initiative with your spectacles. Yes, come forward and roll a
Scrutinize.
yes, scrutinize. Roll an
Investigation.
yes,
Or
investigation. Indeed. I have to get a pen.
Oh.
I'm gonna disappear. Oh no, I'm still there. Just kidding. I just need a pen. Hold on. Sorry, I have to write this down.
Oh my. He's a 12. Actually, I'm gonna roll my inspiration for that one.
Oh, you are. Good thing you all have it
move.
now, because I'm the nicest person ever.
I got 6.
Sir, they do not stack. Nice try.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I literally went over that in your all session 0.
That's much better. 26.
Nat 20.
Oh,
This is very much real. Part of it feels off, but it's very real.
Hey tech guy, the rolls aren't showing on Twitch.
That's because I gotta reach the bottom first. I had to refresh.
That's okay. Remember, your not inspiration, your initiative needs to be sent quietly, silently to me over Discord or Zoom. Ooh, I got a little Mario there. And yes, please roll initiative. Sucks to suck.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Woohoo! What a waste on some reds.
That's
Didn't-
privately, so you have to re-roll for not following the rules.
Didn't she just say private?
I just said privately.
Literally did.
How do you
So-
do it privately?
Sucks
You
to suck.
You whisper it to me, or you roll physical dice, or
You can't whisper it on VTT; it won't work. So
You can whisper on Zoom. You can whisper on,
Yeah,
on
if we
Roll20 and Discord.
You
If
all
we
might
had a
need to invest in some
D&D
real dice.
if we had a D&D Beyond campaign, then we could whisper roll to you, but we don't have that like we asked for a couple hours ago.
It still goes
So-
through if you've got your thing sent to Roll20. We
I gotta
tried
go
that
over
the
here.
last time.
Sorry about that.
Hey, Fox, just look in Roll20. I've literally just shown you how to do it. Just take away the speech marks.
No, I've got a thingy. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
kind of thingy.
fine.
Yeah, don't you want to roll real dice once in a while?
I'll roll real dice.
Oof.
How do I whisper to GM?
I also just put that in Roll20. How to do that.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Inspiration for Mario if he has not used his yet, or has
I
used
haven't.
I did it!
I always want to roll real dice too, Saint. This is your time.
What?
If you're watching,
Keep
even if you're a
going.
player, even if you're not a subscriber, even if you don't want to watch the after show, ask us questions. What do you want to hear? Get nitty gritty. Anything goes. Who do you hate most in this campaign? Who do you love most in this campaign? What are you most excited about in this campaign? Ask those questions. Spend the points. We want to know. Well, the DM
Unicharge
writes down
asked
stuff.
earlier if
Don't
Save it
answer
for the
now.
after show.
Yeah, save it.
But please tell us who you hate the most, and don't spare on the details why.
well, he didn't type it as a question.
Okay, I meant that as an example. Okay, sorry. Okay. Woohoo! Dang, Mario.
Inspiration is, or initiative is a skills check, minus your D4.
No, that
That
wore
wore
off.
off.
About
But
50
do you have
minutes
to
ago.
use Dragonfly Dex?
No, because if anyone was listening, not only has that worn off, the D4 worn off, but so is the Dragonfly thing.
I know.
I mean, it's only
Dear
been 10
me.
minutes in game, that's all.
No, I know.
You guys also can whisper rolls from D&D Beyond if you click on the plugin on the little toggle to ask every time
Yeah, for whisper rolls.
to whisper the rolls.
It's easier.
I thought we tried that in session 0 and it failed, but I could be wrong.
I tried that. It didn't let me do it because there wasn't a DM to roll to.
Oops.
Oh, mine just did it to the GM on the.
You sent
That
it to
was
Peter,
for,
he's telling us in mute.
Yeah, I
Oh,
that's for
no.
the D&D Beyond extension to Roll20 that I mean.
All right, we ready?
Yes.
So as you're all starting to sprint, walk, stay at various levels towards this small tween and her dog being attacked by rats, as you get closer, you notice her clothes are torn. They're barely rags. Dirt smudges her face. Her hair, with the sunlight coming up, might have been wisps of red at one point, but it's muddy brown due to the dirt that clings towards it. You can't tell if there are freckles or mud spotted upon her face. And she looks at you. You see the full whites of her eyes. Help me, please! And I need Norbit to tell me what you'd like to do.
So he, for reasons, when he sees a child being attacked by rats, he will not hesitate just to run in as fast as he can. So he is going to use his bonus action dash to move 50 feet to get that close. And he's got his short bow out, and he's just going to try and shoot a rat with it.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Okay, that would be a 21 to hit.
Should probably have
Which-
their sheet
What?
up, shouldn't I?
One assumes that hits.
Watch, we're at a rat village, and the girl is the evil one.
That absolutely hits.
And do I get sneak attack because it's next to someone that I'm sort of an ally with, or is it distracted
No,
by?
nice try.
Okay.
Absolutely
It was
not.
worth
Then that's
asking.
okay.
8 damage.
Okay. You see of these 8 rats, 3 of them, you hit them all with one perfect hit. They fall down. The other rats, front teeth out towards you.
He would want to also just yell, "Come on, you weak, pathetic things! Come at someone your own size," because he's probably only that much bigger than a rat.
Okay. Any other moves for an orbit?
Nope.
The rats turn towards you, hissing. And they are going to go and call. And from the sewer-like water,
Oh joy.
oh joy, another set of rats come out, sludge almost sticking to their whiskers and fur. And they are going to run towards you. Apologies. And they're going to try to bite you. Does a 4 hit?
Oh, ouch! It really does. No.
Okay. That's their turn. Cole, you're up. Oh, Cole, I said you could be a little further ahead than that. So you'd be like here.
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Ruler. I will cast Sacred Flame on the rats closest to my teammate.
Can you tell me what that does?
It's a... I don't know what it does. Flame-like radiance descends on the rats, and they have to succeed on a dexterity save.
All right, let's roll for him.
Norbert would like to yell back, "Protect the child, you fool!"
Ooh, good.
Plan.
And I will rush forward.
Okay. Yes. So, dexterity save, you said, right?
Yes, please.
One group rolled a 6, one group rolled a 10.
I was only attacking. It's a single target.
Oh, apologies. Yes, it's a 6.
Okay. And it took 3 radiance.
Dang, that's a pretty good rat noise. I've never tried a rat noise. Proud of myself. I never thought I'd say that sentence. Okay, anything else for you, Cole?
No, that's it. I don't have
right.
sanctuary, so.
Theo's up with Alusa on deck.
So Theo will pull out his flute and he's just going to blow some short melody out. As he does, like silvery smoke is going to come out the end of the flute and kind of swirl into a ball-like form, and it's going to shoot a guiding bolt over at the rat swarm in front of the girl.
That's cool. Yeah, roll to hit.
Does a 12 hit?
Yes, it does.
17 radiant damage.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
Show off.
Okay. It's time for the DM to bust out her calculator.
Oh, and the rat swarm will be kind of illuminated by the silvery smoke. So whoever attacks that one next has advantage.
Well, good thing for you, I can pull a Matt Mercer and say, how do you want to do this?
Oh, so basically the radiant light hits the rats, and individually you just see all of their bodies kind of breathe in this silvery smoke, and they just make little exploding popcorn rats.
Leandra kind of
Popcorn-
goes, I thought
popcorn
flutes
rats.
were meant to enchant rats, not kill them.
Well, the rats also aren't meant to eat little girls, but here we are.
Here we are in Barovia.
Save it for the crocodiles.
Okay.
I'm still not entirely convinced that Adabon's not a crocodile, So
Yeah. That was great. Okay, so as those ones die, you all hear again. Can you hear that through the thing?
very
It cuts you
lightly.
out a little bit.
Let me try it deeper.
I hear the first eat, and that's about it.
And then it goes.
Is that better?
Your rats need to be like,
Okay. From the trees skittering down, you see other rats come towards you. And yes, Elusa, you see this new swarm of rats come. You're up with the rats on deck.
She sighs and is like, all right, I guess we're doing this. And then she pulls out her bow and will say, by the winds of the sky and the breath of the air, I call forth a Zephyr Strike to be fair. And she'll cast Zephyr Strike.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
And I
You're my hero.
Elusa's really cool.
Yeah.
Her and Leandra better get together. I mean, what? What were you saying? Go ahead.
No, you're fine. We've got two amazing kick butt women in this party. And that's a 23 to hit. I actually get advantage on that with the Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, see if you can get that nice
That
natural.
nat 20. So it's 23 to hit.
Does not hit. I'm just kidding. Of course it hits. Yes, please hit the rest.
12 piercing and 6 force damage. So as she shoots her bow.
Wait, before you give me amazing flavor, can you ping which rats you're doing?
Sorry, the ones that just came in.
From the trees?
Yes.
And how much was your damage?
12 piercing, 6 force.
Ooh. Okay, go ahead.
So as she shoots her bow, and you see almost like when it looses, you can almost see like the air splitting around the bow if you could. And then it goes into the middle of the rats and just like you see the dust spray into the middle of this pile of rats.
Yeah, so you all see so fast you must feel a breeze come off of it. Did we lose Adamon?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's cold-blooded. He'll warm up in a minute.
And then to the ground, just a puff of dust. There were 10 rats standing there. Now 2 look around and lick blood off their paws.
Theo's just gonna look back and be like, sigh, are we gonna do this? You almost killed them all.
Well, if you're going to do something, do it right.
These rats next to Norbit are getting mad to see all of their friends, I guess, getting hurt. So they are going to bite Swarm on Norbit. Does a 15 hit you, Norbit?
It does not.
Damn, what the heck? You're level 2. Cool.
Hey, you let me have the stats I've got.
Yeah, you're small, and they're small.
I like it's the second miss of like a 4 and a 15, and she's like, what the heck is this madness?
And yeah, just they try to go, but they just end up going around you as you stealthily, almost nimbly, just get away from them. Adabon is not here, so with that, hey, Raza, why don't you tell us about our D&D store that we have on the channel? I put Raza on the spot.
She put me on the spot.
Good job saying
Well,
that.
I'm not going to pretend like my advertising is good as Dear Captain Crits, but for those who are looking for some good old-fashioned D&D merch, please stop by our store. We have many goodie, especially a fan favorite, at least for me. Stupid Nat shirt, which I have out here. For all those nat ones that you may roll, you may blame them not on yourself or your die, but you may blame them on Nat.
Yeah, I love it. Show that shirt again. It's sick.
Ta-da.
Yeah, so good.
The space palm, just like that's what it is, isn't it?
Classic math.
Every time I roll a nat one.
Yep.
So,
Well, Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so don't hesitate. Please visit our store when you want to peruse something for your D&D fun.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, with that, since we are missing 2 players right now, we're going to go into a nice break. But remember, your break is an opportunity to ask questions that we'll answer on the after show. You can make it as weird as you want. We're up to the challenge. Pete, why don't you take us to a 5-minute break? Woo! You didn't try to just ask one, but we will not reveal until the after show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello. Welcome back to Barovia. We have been enrapturing you with our fun game of these folks just traveling at this point. They happen to meet a mysterious noblewoman and then a child scream for help to Theo's. I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? No, I'm not. 7. Okay, sorry. Just kidding. To Theo's somewhat decent flute playing. We don't know yet. The roles have been a little one or the other. But yes. Now we have Adabon up in initiative with the rats on deck.
So when Adabon had lifted his arm, did Leandra hold tight, or did she want to stay behind?
No, she was going to go as well. If
Okay.
Aragorn is showing that he's going to go, she'll go with him. But she knows that in this kind of situation, it's better to probably let go. So she'll nod to Aragorn to go forward with him, but she'll let go of your arm.
Oh man, what is my insight?
Are you passive or rolling?
+5. So am I supposed to be going with you, or am I supposed to be? I don't know. I can either move or I can hold my action to dash. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do in this moment. But Adabon knows.
She would be okay, like, to you go, I'll catch up, sort of thing.
All right, then I guess he will dash his way to the little lady if he is supposed to go on without her.
I hate this music, but we're dealing with it because it's called Rat Battle.
I
Rat.
don't know
Rat
how
battle or rat
far
battle?
everybody
Rat
else
R-A-T.
got, but that's as far as I can get.
Yo, I'm a rat, and I'm here to say I'm gonna kill this whole party today.
I feel like I'm at like a tiki lounge. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
I hate this. We're gonna just put on the Peruvian Castle music. Just kidding. Sorry about that. All right, the rats are up with Lance on deck. So as you see Adabon charge forward, the power of each foot kind of blowing dust up in the air, you kind of steady back and forth. The rats turn towards this small dwarven man, and you hear of a bird, and there's a shadow from the bits of sunlight that still come through on and off of a raven circling above you all. And the rats will run towards Norbit. I can't roll this session. Does a 9 hit you, Norbit?
It still doesn't, I'm afraid.
It still doesn't? Right. Well, I'll just go fuck myself. I'm allowed to say that on our radar channel. I'm sorry, Peter. Okay, Lance, you're up with Leandra on deck.
I said that like 2 hours ago, so I think you're fine.
Late response, but we got there in the end. Right. As Lance finishes scrutinizing all that is happening, he immediately takes stock of the situation and with a flick of his quill that appears in his hand, he takes like it coalesces his silvery energy into it and fires a mind sliver at the rats, and then does like a swish and flick and fires a Toll of the Dead. So he's using his meta magic to quicken spell. So his mind sliver will be his bonus action, and the Toll of the Dead would be his main action at the main group of rats that is jumping dear Norbert. So that is an intelligence save and a wisdom save from
The
the
rats?
rat pack.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to be very high. Personal opinion.
It'll be the ones that are still a lot of them.
All right, well, that's a natural damn 20 for a -4, so it's 16
Okay.
for
So
intelligence.
that's half the mind sliver.
And then for the wisdom, it was a 20. You said intelligence and 20, correct?
Jeez.
For
Intelligence
both?
and
Wisdom.
Intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah. For both packs of rats, I need to roll again.
I was just for like there's only 2 rats on this side, correct? And
Sorry,
like
these are each like a pack of 10. Oh, right.
Pack
Yeah,
of
two of them did die. I forgot 8 of them did die. So yes, correct. So yeah, they pass.
Okay. He would have aimed at this group anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean, whichever one you want. They're so focused on Norbit, hissing, biting, pissed they can't bite this guy because they've tried like 1,700 times that your magic just doesn't seem to have an effect right now. But I feel like it might throw Lance off.
It does a little bit, like he kind of stops as the rats just seem completely devout and eating Norbit. He goes, huh. It's like, and he makes like a quick annotation to his book. That's his turn. Can't do anything else. It's Leandra.
Leandra's up with Norbit on deck.
Okay, Leandra is going to go her full movement, which is she's gonna dash. So 70 feet. Yep. So she just runs fast.
Oh,
and
nice.
She's gonna use her bonus action to harness divine power.
Ooh.
She's going to, as she's running, everybody that she passes by hears her low mumble of whispering as she says, God of the Forge, give me the power to save this child. So she goes and she draws that power. There's this, again, gold shimmer all around her to regain a spell slot. And that's her turn.
Beautiful. Cole, you see Leandra run by you, shimmering gold dancing over her skin, and she speaks of the god of the forge. Does that spark anything in you? How do you feel? You're on mute.
Sleeping. He means it.
Lance said it. I'm sleepy.
He's sleeping.
That's fair. That's fair. I just wanted to make sure I checked in because I feel like that was a good connection piece. So, Norbit, you're up with Cole on deck.
Okay, Norbert is, because he's currently holding his short bow, what he's going to do is throw it up in the air of just above the head of this one here. And this is purely flavor. You don't have to give me anything for it. As an attempt to distract them as he quickly pulls out his, whatever weapon I use, I forget, a short sword. And he's just going to try and just slice and see if he can cut through a few of these things.
All right. Sick. That's sick.
Oh, that is a natural 20. So
Doesn't hit.
Oh,
Just
damn.
kidding.
Okay.
Of course it does. Tell us how cool this looks.
Well, I think because I like that I actually described the flare this time. So he's just he just flings it high, and then he waits for the moment that its eyes just flicker upwards just for that second, or their collective eyes flicker upwards, and he just quickly just slashes the sword across to try and just cut right through the face of as many as he can, and he's
Oh,
done
super.
13 damage.
Yeah, can you ping which one it is, just so I know?
The one above, this one here.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
I think just he maybe does it a bit. He doesn't usually let emotions get the best of him, but he doesn't like seeing small children attacked, and he just really sort of yells as he does this slice, and it just, instead of just slicing into their faces, it just goes through an amount of them or all of them in one go, and just kind of like a barbarian doing a whirlwind sort of thing.
Yeah, so all of you look, and Norbit moves too fast, but you just see a puff of intestines squiggling and squirming and fur in a clump. And Norbit looks at you with a grin with blood splatter on his face. Cole, you're up with Theo on deck. These ones are dead, so let me mark them dead. I hope none of you put rats on your sheet because I didn't check. Just kidding, I did check. I always check.
She didn't.
I always do.
Cole
I
is,
thought that was funny, but me and I feel bad. Go ahead.
Cole is gonna run forward to here, but he's gonna stumble the last 5 feet, so I deducted 5 feet for the stumbling. And then he's gonna swirl his glaive, and he's gonna take a swing at those rats. Oh yeah, I'm physically rolling here. It is 20, not natural.
That hits.
11 points of damage.
Okay. They're still up.
And he's gonna have one stuck on the point of his glaive, and he's gonna pull it close and smell it and rub it on, take it off and rub it on his armpits and toss it aside.
The rat?
Yeah.
Deduct a point of inspiration. I'm just kidding.
I'll do
Oof.
it. I'll get more
No.
anyways.
Challenge
Regretting
accepted.
Cole
No
yet?
more inspiration.
I think anybody within 10 feet of that needs to make a con save.
Yeah, no, it's only the rats. Ugh. Okay, Cole, is your turn done?
Yes, it is.
Theo, you're up with a loose on deck. The child is going, please, they're everywhere. And she's crying.
I'm gonna look at the remaining rat pack, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, you! Go crawl back up in the hole that shit you out." Vicious mockery.
Vicious. What do I have to roll for that?
Wisdom 14.
These dice. There's no way. There is no way. Yeah, that's a wisdom plus 0. That's a 4. A solid 4.
Okay. They take 1 psychic damage and have disadvantage on their attack roll.
Aww, I haven't hit once with these guys. Sad face. I want you guys to get to play. I mean, what? All right.
You'd be like, "Ooh,
The beautiful.
that's taking a lot
Lisa-
out of." I don't even get a bonus action. She's just done with me.
The beautiful Lisa's up with the rats on deck.
I have bonus actions.
Oh,
Ma'am.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, what's next, sir? Tell me. I eagerly await.
So rude.
I am rude. I get it from you,
Since
though.
I know
hope
that
you know
Elise is
that.
next, and she wasn't really thrilled about being in combat, I'm just gonna give her a little wink and be like, "You got this," and I'm gonna give her some bardic inspiration.
Yeah. I
That
think
makes
she would
sense.
look at him and be like, "Of course I've got this," and she'll shoot with her bow.
This is when she misses. It'd be hilarious.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, you look at him
And the
and say,
dice have spoken.
you say, I'll show you bardic inspiration, and you loosen it. Roll damage for me.
oh no.
Shoot Cole, please, not
Don't
me.
you have
Come
an
on, I wanna
inspiration?
roll. Why won't you let me roll this?
No,
Oh,
it's
it
too
was
late.
already 8 piercing.
Cole, take 8 piercing damage. She says, I'll show you bardic inspiration. It goes into Cole's butt, like right on the right cheek.
Oh!
And I think as that happens, she goes, I'm all right with this result.
She's like,
Oh,
she's
amazing.
like,
Can we,
You
instead
won't
of his
be.
butt,
Have you ever shot a skunk in the butt?
instead of his butt, can it just like
Peter,
pin
have
the
you?
rat to his armpit? Like it's just a rat arm.
I'm sorry, but she's gonna have to remove one arrow from her inventory because there's no way that one's getting used again.
No, yeah, you're right.
And actually, it's already gone. It just slurped right up there.
Oh, God.
All right, Alusa, anything else for you?
I guess she'll move forward a bit. Since I forgot to take the extra movement that my Zephyr Strike. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Woo.
Love it.
So fast.
All right, the rats are up with Audubon on deck. The rats, the few of them that are left, see this arrow go straight in Cole's ass. And they just go like, and they jump on top of it. Kind of hurts. And then they try to bite you on your tailbone.
With disadvantage.
Ooh, why disadvantage?
Because they failed.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
You mock the
Thank you,
the
thank you.
bejesus out of them.
Cool. It was a 15, and now it's a natural 1. So they go to
That's a
jump.
hit. No, I'm kidding.
No, they go to jump, but then they're covered in that sludge, remember, from the water, and they start to slip, and it actually perfectly pulls the arrow out of your bum, Cole.
Even
Uh,
sewer
Diarrhea
rats are
just
disgusted
shoots
by.
out like a geyser.
what does?
Oh,
Diarrhea.
Oh, for God's sake!
Modify memory on
Why
myself.
did I
right
think
now.
that was the sludge
Did
that
not
they
hear
were
that.
covered in? They're covered in coal sludge.
Lance learns modify memory instantly and forgets he saw that.
Thanks. Can you work that on the DM?
Even even these sewer rats are disgusted by coal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rats are like, ah.
No, they're
okay.
probably just like,
regretting
yes.
regretting Cole yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even know my friend. Okay, Audubon, you're up with Lance on deck. You guys are taking a while to kill some rats. I'm a little disappointed.
I'll continue to dash forward.
We're only
Dash?
level 3. What do you expect?
I
Hang
feel
on,
like
you're level 3?
Shh, man, I was trying to trick her.
Don't come at me right now. I got
Does-
too much
does
going on.
Audubon slip on the new pool of sludge?
Yeah, I'm just kidding, but close. All right, Audubon, that's it for you.
Sure is.
Lance, you're up with Leandra on deck.
Lance is gonna try and take advantage of all the chaos and is gonna try not to dwell on what he just saw with Cole. He's going to close his eyes and then try and send he's gonna try and tune his Toll of the Dead to like a higher frequency. He thinks that maybe it wasn't high enough for rats, and he's going to again make them do a wisdom save as he fires that strand of energy towards them.
A 7.
Alright.
All right.
That's gonna be cool. Awesome. 1 point of necrotic damage.
Oh
Wait,
my gosh.
it's more. It's more because they took damage. My bad. Oh, roll
Yeah,
it again.
D12.
It's a D12.
But it's still a 1.
No. Oh, if she allows
No.
it. If you allow it, I'll
I
roll the
do.
D12.
They're still up. Just you heard.
Yes. Big screech. He's like, okay, that was a little better, and he thinks again of Cole. Like, he turns away, uses his movement to like turn away from Cole.
So good. All right, Leandra, you're up with Norbert on deck.
Okay, so Leandra is in a different state of mind. She's going to go right there. And okay, I want to ask if the DM allows me to flavor it this way because of what we discussed that Leandra feeds on. For her bite, could it be? It would still be a melee, but she wouldn't have to get like
Stuff like blood
physical.
or something.
Would you allow for that to be flavored like that?
Roll a D100. I lied. Make the choice if you want to do it or not, and then I'll make you roll a
Like kick
D100.
Right. So yeah, because of what
So
she
she
feeds
would
on.
never do it with intention, is what you're telling me.
No, so what I'm saying is her because of what there's different things she can feed on. We discussed what she feeds on. And because of that, I would just say that her bite is not actually a bite. It kind of she can do it. She has to be next to the person, but she doesn't actually have to touch them.
Like
Would
a
you allow
like
that
a
for flavor?
like a psychic.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, like
Just for
Yeah, like-
flavor, yeah.
I read a story once where they can literally kind of like adjust the molecules to like suck the blood through the air almost.
Yeah, well, she doesn't feed on blood. That's the thing.
That's
Oh.
some-
So I would try to bite them.
What are you doing in there?
I was so afraid she was
Ooh.
going to try to bite Cole's butt.
Oh my god. I will use my
Standards.
inspiration.
That would be a nat one.
Y'all
You
are
bite
really
Cole's
marking
butt.
off your inspiration, right? Because I've heard a lot of it
Yeah.
this fight.
Oh my god.
Enjoy,
No.
Hey,
enjoy
hey,
your
this is the,
sex,
the
madam.
first time I get to say this after what? We're in our 4th round of combat. That does not hit.
No, I know. I am so sad. Okay, that doesn't hit. Regardless, you guys see that her fangs extend even further than what it normally does, and she tried to drain something from these rats, which
Radical.
didn't work. But she definitely tried to do something there.
Lance
So
sees
you
nothing.
all, so you all choose if you want to say that. I was gonna say you see it, but Lance said that.
Because Lance turned
Norbit.
away from Cole.
Yes. And then
Just kidding.
seeing that she didn't manage to do it, she's gonna run past them the rest of the way. I guess she can take an attack of opportunity.
I think she should make a dexterity save because she could slip
I am not
in
going
something.
around you. I am going.
Does a
in
10
in
hit?
front of you.
Dude, we've all seen your grungy
10 doesn't
underwear.
hit.
We know
No, it doesn't
exactly
hit.
where that is.
A 10 doesn't hit. Okay, no attack of opportunity for you.
She's going to look at the child and put her arms gently on her shoulders and say, "It's okay now. We're here. We'll protect you." And she'll cast Sanctuary.
She starts to. And as you cast Sanctuary, you see her shoulders tense less, the creases in her brows, and the dog, who was barking, just kind of.
It's okay now.
Okay,
And that's her.
Norbit, you're up with Cole and Deck.
Okay. Norbert, with Cole right there, is going to just stab at the back of these things the way that a good rogue should. And I'm going to assume a natural 19 plus things is going to hit.
Yeah.
No rats.
And that is a total of 12 damage.
That hits. I mean, that how do you want to do this?
So they were sort of they were busy slipping around in the in Cole's blood and such. So I just take a massive kick.
It was
at the natural-
diarrhea. You don't have to say blood.
Okay, well, fine. I was going to
Sorry.
take a massive kick at the back of them so that they all go shooting up Cole's butt and, inevitably die a most horrible death imaginable.
Suffocation.
I don't like the
Why
way
are
this
we
is
so-
going.
You started this all.
Mhm.
Then it's coming back to bite you. in
That's
the
what
butt.
you get for
Literally.
this character concept, Peter.
Mhm.
I feel like every session I've ever played with Peter as a player, he always does something and then says, "I don't like where this is going," even though he's the one who does it.
All right. They are all dead. Good job, everybody.
Is the town up or left?
The town
Attaboy!
is up, and
Pull
And
him out.
Audubon just keeps going.
the little girl is crying and saying, "I'm so sorry."
Then she attacks.
It's okay.
Lance would have avoided, given like a wide berth to call. I would have approached.
Somebody
Leandra
help
and
me! He's
let her
got
go.
like 6 rat tails sticking out his hindquarters. Pull him out! Pull him out!
Lance goes, it's not my
Leandra
expertise.
The girl's ears. And says, let's go over here. And she like tries to move
Somebody.
the girl away from Cole.
Yeah, you can do that. And then the dog follows.
You said the town is this way though, right?
What?
You said the town is this way?
Correct.
Right, so she'll try to guide her that way then. Yeah.
Oh man, someone's gotta help me here. I can't move
No.
till I'm
No one,
deratized.
no one's helping.
You don't make the town by dawn. That sounds like a you problem.
As
I
I
think
walk
Alusa
by,
would just call, just pull the arrow out. They'll come out with it.
The arrow's
the arrow's
already
out.
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed
It's
that.
just the
It's
rat
just the rats
tail
in there.
sticking out.
Pull
Theo
it
will
out
call
like
out
a
and
tampon.
I can't reach.
he'll say, just pop a squat and push, and then he'll be like, you got it on your own, and give him some bardic inspiration for his, for his
Alright.
push.
Sure. Constitution saving. Let's see if you can shit these rats out.
This
Mario.
has to be a
Thanks,
first.
Mario.
This has
We're gonna
to
lose
be a
all
first.
our viewers.
Yeah, sorry to everyone watching. I hope you still love us. You all know that you've had these moments in D&D. And if you haven't, you're probably not playing with the right people.
How much
Join
do
our
I get for bardic
Join
inspiration?
our Discord
D6.
today.
It's a D6 right now.
I whispered it to DM, so only she knows.
On
She's
what?
got to describe it.
I don't see a whisper roll. Oh, Constitution save. There it is. I don't think that was whispered.
And a 4.
Yeah, so you see Cole go, oh yeah, yeah. And he kind of pulls his like
no.
trousers up on one side, pulls his trousers up on the other, kind of takes a squat, hands on his knees, and just goes, "Mm." And then just, and these rats dying as they're getting suffocated out, and he takes a poop with rats in it. I deserve a inspiration for that. None of you look pleased, and now I'm really embarrassed that I even have to do that. Thanks, Mario. Thanks.
Why am I getting the blame?
My favorite moment of
'Cause
this
you-
was just now.
Because you were the one who wanted to shove those up his booty. So, anyways, so the little girl and Leandra comforting her with a hand over her shoulder. The little girl goes, I saw your fangs. Are you one of them?
Lance is standing next to her and is like, because I'm sorry. He looks at Leandra.
Leandra says, one of what? Oh, my teeth. Oh, don't worry. I don't hurt anybody.
Why does he look different? And she points at Audubon. Audubon, you can hear this.
What did she say? Sorry.
Why does he look different?
Is she racist?
This is Barovia, my friend. She is not racist. She's unaware. Thank you for putting that in, though. Really appreciate you there, Belle. Damn.
You're right, racist girl.
We have a
I'm
more
gonna go. I'm
innocent
gonna go out on a
mindset.
limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if a dragon person walked into one of our houses right now, we'd all be a little freaked out and perhaps racially judge them.
But I wouldn't ask if there was. I wouldn't be like, is the dragon gonna ask me if I'm racist? The dragon's gonna know I've never
Have
seen
you
a
ever
fucking
worked
dragon
with
before.
kids? They 100% would ask that.
I'm sorry. Call me by surprise.
So let's go back in time. So the little girl asks about the
Yeah.
fangs, and then she points and says, I don't remember what I said. Because
Audubon
Why does he
doesn't
look
hear.
different?
He is still working.
Why
his way
does-
No,
towards
I
the
said
village.
you
Why
heard.
is he
Nice try.
different?
Why is he different? Was what she said. And
Yeah.
Leandra says, looks around. Well, because he's special. You know how your little dog has like all his special colors? There's no dog exactly like it. He's like him. He's special. We all are.
Is a dog that will
My
be
mom-
remembered.
My
I
mom,
didn't call you a dog. Well, there.
my
Oh,
mom,
now Adabon listens.
my mom always told me not to be special. Don't stand out. Nose to the dirt. Focus on what you need to do.
Well, if that's what you want. My parents always told me I could be whatever I wanted to be. So,
She looks super confused. Your parents are weird.
well, yes, they're different. Sure. But, they got me here and I helped you, so there's
Thank
something
you.
good out.
Thank you for helping me. And she wraps her arms around your waist.
She pats it down and is like, there's always something good to come out of it, so
Why are you here? Strangers don't come here.
I guess some of us were invited.
Lance would kneel down next to you. He goes,
Oh,
"Hi, Lance. I'm sorry. What is your name? We're glad to have helped you out, but
my
what's
my
your
name.
name?
My name's Renee.
It's good to meet you, Renee. Are your parents?" He points towards the town.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like us to take you to them?
You don't know where to go.
Would you? We're strangers here, as you say. Do you mind if you show us around a little bit? Only if you're comfortable.
Is that one with you? She points at Adabon.
He's a lovely gentleman, you know.
Can you tell him to come here?
Sure.
Lance looks at Leandra like,
Sniffy always tells me if people are good or not.
Well, and she'll like, instead of getting Adabon to come here, she's gonna like take the girl closer to Adabon and try.
Wait. What about all those people? And she points at Norbit, Theo, Alusa, Cole.
Cole is kind of scooting with his butt cheeks clenched, holding his
They're-
butt.
They're weird.
Lance steps in front of Cole, like
Yeah.
so he doesn't look at Cole, like just to block that line of sight.
She goes, well, we'll introduce you to everyone if you want.
What's your
Adabon,
name?
would you mind coming closer?
Yes, everyone.
Adabon looks to the rising sun. How much time do we have?
You have now entered the realm of the village. So the sun has risen, nothing has happened to you.
Oh, so the sun's actually out.
Well,
Sun's
kind
up.
of. It's
Wow.
behind it's up. It's behind clouds here and there, but it's
Wow.
up. So you made it.
Then Adabon will lean on a fence post. And kind of up. Breathe for a moment. Steady his wobbly knees. And
Old man at
just
Adabon.
pull up a lollipop and kind of hold it behind him. And after a few seconds, turn back with his lovely smile.
What's your name? She looks at Leandra.
Oh, my name is Leandra von Teschen.
What's your name? She looks at Lance.
He smiles. I'm Lance.
What's
Nice to meet
that's
you.
name? She points at Adabon.
Leandra
Hey.
puts her hands on her.
Don't
Yeah,
hit
Lance
me,
also, like,
Steph.
He goes, now that where I come from, it's not very polite. He's a person just like you.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I just don't. I've never met anyone with scales instead of skin.
That is fair. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Adabon if
She
he wants
walks
to
up.
introduce
yeah,
you.
like they. he
She
gives
walks up to
Steph, like,
Adabon
Stella.
and she bows deeply and says, "I just want to know your name, sir."
Adabon will hand her the lolly. Sorry,
And a business card.
it's been a night. Tips his hat. Bows low, almost knee to the ground. Adabon, The pleasure is mine.
What is this? What's the lolly? This is my lolly. It's a Sharpie.
It's a smile for a moment in this drear place. Enjoy the sun. It seems like it's not here very often.
Puts it down her shirt. Mm, well, I'm a little confused why you're here, but I'm very thankful that you're here. Norbit, are you in plain view?
Anyone with a passive perception of 12 or above can see Norbert trying to hide in the bushes, but not doing it very well.
Okay, she can see you then. Who's that one?
That is not the most polite person.
Audubon will ignore that, just hold out his arm.
To the girl?
Yeah, for her to escort. Would
She
you do
steps
us
away.
a kindness and show us where we might be able to sit down and breathe for a while?
She likes you, but she's scared. So she takes a step back and says, okay. And then she sees Theo. And her
Falls in love
face
at first sight.
almost lights up with this human. Because none of you look human. I mean, Lance does, but Lance has a bunch of fanciness
I'm sure
about him.
but
You're a dwarf. Get out of here.
Yeah,
She
I
runs-
was human except for the fangs, so
And yeah, she saw that. So she runs towards Theo and grabs your coat and says, hi,
Well, hello.
are these your friends?
We can say that.
But are they?
And he's gonna wink at her.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name's Renee.
Hi,
And-
Renee.
and this
My
is-
name's.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Who's this?
This is Sniffy.
Sniffy? Renee and Sniffy. Nice to meet you. I'm Theo or Theodore, whichever you prefer, little Renee.
Do you play music?
I do. Would you like to hear a song?
Well, I saw your flute, and my mom's been looking for a musician for the bar for like a really long time. Do you think that maybe you could come with us?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We need to make sure that we get you back to town. And he'll pull out a little rag and he'll like dump some water from his water skin and like wipe the mud away on her face and be like, yeah, we'll make you nice and presentable for mom. Do you want to take us back into town and show us where she is?
I do. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course, but shh. And he'll lean in close and like give his ear.
She looks up at you, looks around at us, and goes, no one in this town likes strangers.
And he'll whisper back, stranger danger's a real thing.
And she grabs your hand, looks warily at Elusa, Norbit, Adabon, Pole, and Leandra, but kind
So
of
everyone.
smiles at Lance, and pulls you hard and says, come on this way, and starts to lead you into the village of Barovia. Does everyone choose to follow? Is there anyone who makes a different choice?
Norbert follows, trying to be sneaky, just not doing it well at the moment.
Fair.
Theo's just gonna smirk to himself and be like, they're terrible with children.
You notice Elusa said nothing during that whole exchange.
Silence.
Leandra also did phenomenal with the child.
no, apparently not. So
No, she's just.
You
Not
have
a
very
pretty boy.
large.
I'm sorry, it's
No,
Barovia.
it's-
It's like 99%
joking.
all humans.
Yeah,
You've got
no,
some.
I-
You've got some scary teeth for a little girl to be
Yeah.
looking at.
it's okay.
So oh, go ahead.
Andrew would just ask Adabon if his arm would if she could take it if the girl didn't want it, and she'll follow if he does.
And Elusa's definitely at the back of the pack.
But of course, mon cher.
Cole is just going, oh, oh, oh. Every step he takes, he's like, ow, oh, it hurts.
Lance covers Renee's ears. So it doesn't hit Cole. Just
She's like-
gently.
And then she realizes it's you, and she's okay. So you all walk.
Theo
through-
will snap his fingers, and some cherry blossoms are just gonna like surround Cole and then dissipate, and it'll healing word him and his tormented ass.
Oh, I almost feel like they pop off of your coat.
Oh, we could do that.
Whatever you want. That's beautiful. Okay, Cole, you're healed.
6 points. Cole, as these flowers basically like paste themselves onto your wounds to heal you and then fall off.
Right
It's
in the
like
bowl.
ointment from heaven.
Shrivel up and die.
Yeah.
Hopefully he smells somewhat better as these flowers fall from his body.
Or did they just mask it?
So the small child leads you forward to the village of Barovia. The sounds you hear are angry voices, wheel carts, horses trotting, folks yelling. You smell sewage, piss, trash, mud, damp, mold, moth-bitten pieces of fabric. And you only see 1 to 3 folks. Their eyes narrow and they kind of back into the shadows of the porches. And there is a bar, tavern. The girl leads you in, arm in arm with Theo. You all walk in one by one, and you hear, "Lee, get away from those folks!" And you look up, and there's a crossbow pointed at you, and that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh.
Darling.
Thank you for tuning in to session
problem.
2. Apparently now it's 1 of Strahd. We will be here bi-weekly every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate you listening and participating. And yeah, come stay tuned for the after show. I promise you it's going to be an amazing time. Not a part of the after show? Do you have Prime? You can subscribe to us for free with Prime. And if not, just give us a subscription. You're supporting local creators who put a ton of love, energy, and passion into what they do.
Yeah, and who doesn't want to support diarrhea?
Yeah, diarrhea and death and butt rats. And some of the questions that were asked by everyone, aka Unicharge, are really good. So join us. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes to do the after show. Anyone else want to say anything before we leave?
Ouch.
We have a Citizens of Phandalin game coming up in just a couple of days. Anyone watching this is more than welcome to join the Discord and join in that game. It's always a lot of fun.
Also,
Correct. Window.
Apparently,
I
Peter's character
think
doesn't
there's-
stink.
I think there's a Dragonlance tomorrow, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there is.
Yes.
TM thinks.
If we go to our lovely calendar, which is if you're an organizational person like me, in our Discord, here's a calendar. So you can catch Dragonlance tomorrow at 5, that's my time, 8 p.m. EST. Frostmaiden on Tuesday at 7:30 EST. Legends of Methus at 7 p.m. July 19th. We're having a hangout. It's a place to hang on the server. We're going to do art, DM prep, play games, ask each other questions, and just relax with new and old friends at 8 p.m. EST. And then besides that, you can join the Discord yourself, which there'll be a link on, and join, hang out. Stay tuned for the after show. It's where we get really silly.
There are 2 or 3 games currently recruiting on our Discord as well. So hey,
You want to play? You want to listen? You want to listen
Yeah.
from the beginning?
And they
This
are
is your
not stream
chance.
games.
Yeah, you want to have rat diarrhea? You too can. With all you have to do is join that Discord.
All right, let's
And actually,
go
depending on how the
to-
games go, you could have other things in your ass. It's happened.
That's where we're going to end the session. Thanks, everyone. Peter, let's log us out.